Hello, everyone. Welcome to another RC live stream 2019. Okay, this will be a first of many to come. So every week on my channel. So hit the subscribe button, like, do what you do. We're gonna be here kicking it up. So tonight we got one of the OGs in the house. Uh, Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm Lamont from Bashers United.
Welcome to another RC live stream 2019.
Oh, wait, I got you running over here.
Yeah, turn down your volume a little bit.
There you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamont from Bashers United. I used to do Run DMV back in
the day. Back in the day. Back there. So we got private chat.
What's up, Wiggs?
See if we can get some folks up in the house. I know what I'm gonna do. You get the comments going.
Oh, wait, bring that back. Oh, this is the right channel, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
What's up, Mr. High Powered? What's up, brother? You want in on the show tonight? Let me send him the link, man.
All right.
Let me send High Powered a link.
Let me correct my display back here real quick. Guy, we're on that side. Put my head right in the middle, right there. Oh, I gotta look at it. I'm looking at the stream.
Okay, so to start this off,
you should delete that. I mean, anybody can anybody now join the stream?
But they can try. I have to be the one to add them, bro.
Oh,
if I don't add them, they can't get in. You feel me?
I'm like, shit. Oh, sorry.
It's all good. I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. I'm giving a minute. What's up, Charles? How you doing, Mr. Kobe? Good seeing you, man. Okay.
Wiggs, Mr. High Power, Ethan. Look, I can chat in the chat with the chattings. I should bring that up on my phone.
I'm gonna put the chat up there. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Rock says send him the link.
Tell him I did already. I just showed it. He's seen it. Okay. We're gonna give everybody a minute to get in. You know, I sent out the invites earlier. Everybody's like snails and shit. What black people do? What's that saying they say?
It's all CP time.
Yeah, CP time, color folks time. You know what I mean? But I can dig it. Do what you do. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna put the comments on the stream. Let me see. That will give us something to talk about. So while we waiting for folks to get up in the stream,
you guys want to go check out my YouTube channel?
Oh, okay.
Bashers United on YouTube. You can just go over there and subscribe. Even if you don't even plan on watching my videos at all, just subscribe to the channel. When you go to work, you go to one of my longest playlists and just hit play and let it go over and over and over again. No.
So while we got you sitting there, brother, why don't you explain to the viewers, how you got in the hobby and what got you doing speed runs eventually, and why you got away from doing speed runs?
I'll start where it all started. When I was little, I used to live in Severna Park. It's over near Glen Burnie. If anybody's from Maryland, it's a little podunk. And back in those days, we used to go back in the woods, and there's like sand dunes and stuff back there. And I heard what I thought was people riding motorcycles, and it was some dudes out there with nitro buggies, and like these had to be like the original. Like I would assume they were probably like associated buggies or something like that. It was a long time.
Team associated, yeah.
And they were nitro buggies, and they were racing around and stuff. And I was like, man, that's the coolest thing I ever saw. And I walked up to them, and I was like, hey, can I drive it? And they were like, no, you can't drive. It's way too expensive. But they were like, you can sit and watch, and you can, if you want to see me jump something, let me know. And at the time, Glim, like they were Caucasian, and at the time, for people from that area to talk to somebody of another color and not put them down at the same time was a big deal. And so I saw these dudes, and they were super nice to me, and they had these super cool things. And I was like, man, when I am old enough to do that, I want to do that. That's really cool. And I forgot about it for a long time. Then my neighbor got I don't remember what it was. It wasn't a Team Associated. I think it was the company who's now Arma. Before they were Arma, was it HPI? I think it was HPI. So anyways, he had this truggy thing that he bought, and he brought it out, and he was racing up and down the street, and it brought it all back, man. I was like, man, can I drive it? He said, yeah. And he let me drive it, and I was like, I'm getting one.
You was hooked, huh?
I'm getting one.
Yeah.
So I went on YouTube, and I found the HPI Savage Flux HP.
Yeah, I had one of them.
Yeah, I got that. I put it on 6S and made a bunch of videos throwing that thing way up in the air, and I put extra shocks on it and doing all this stuff.
Yeah. Is that the one that had? That's the one that had 8 shocks, right?
Yeah.
First one. Yeah.
So it came with 4, but you could put another set of 4. You just buy another set and put the other set of 4 on there. Yeah. Because I had the electric version, not the nitro version. The nitro version was just a set.
Hold that thought for a minute. Right. We just got another guest in the show. Introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Mr. High Power. What's going on, guys?
What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. All right, can you hear everybody all right?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay, all right. Okay, Lamont, go ahead on. We want to welcome Mr. High Power 82 in the show.
What's up, Lamont?
What's up, man? So, fast forward, I got an RC car. I made YouTube videos. I thought it was really fun. And then I got into I went to a track, and I brought the HPI to the track, and I was running that around. And it was like, oh, we have races, blah blah blah. And so I got a race buggy, and I went racing, and I was like, man, this is the best. I get to jump all day long.
All day long. Yeah. And nothing breaking.
Yeah, and nothing breaking.
Yeah.
So I did that for a hot minute, and then I think it was Draven. I saw Draven's videos, and he had that Rustler, and he was doing like 95. He's doing 100. And I was like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
and I got a freaking Rustler and threw that thing all over the street and busted every way sideways and this, that, and that. And then I was like, man, I don't understand why anybody wants to do this. This is terrible. And then I think I saw, man, I don't remember who it was. Skillet.
LL Cool Skillet.
LL
Cool Skillet. Yeah.
I saw LL Cool Skillet.
Yeah.
Was like the next speedrun person I saw, and I saw him. He was running the car I had, and he was doing that. He had he stretched it out, lowered it. He was doing I was like, man, okay, so I could use a 4-wheel drive car to do this. Okay, all right. And I started doing that, and I got like a Slash. I got. I don't think I had anything other than the Slash that was.
I remember you had 1 or 2 Slashes that you was burning up motors and shit with in the beginning. I remember that on that one street.
Yep.
Yeah.
I found a road. I ran on that road for a while.
A dusty road. Yeah.
I ran that road for a while, and I made some videos. People started watching the videos, and then I found people that were in my area. I think it was Rod Newhouse, and who else was it?
It was some white guy. There's some white dude that used to be out there with you too. He was running.
Hey, you forgot about Riz.
Yeah. Well, no, Riz
Hey,
came up.
hold up.
Riz hasn't come yet. It was me.
You got a minute to introduce yourself for those who don't know who you is.
What's up, Rockbud 43?
Yes, sir. In the house.
What's good, Lamont?
It's good.
What's going on, Rockbud? Mr. High Power.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing, brother?
Chilling.
Good to see you.
You too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Lamont.
Yeah.
I just want to put out there, bro. Thanks for what you did at the DMV, man. You showed me that some brothers can actually get together and do this thing good. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I miss running with you, man.
I miss you guys too, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. See, I'm talking about the love was there, man. The fun was there. Okay. We started in the beginning trying to have fun, trying to do what we seen other people doing, and it turned out to be fun. You know, like it was like me and Lamont was talking about earlier. We was talking about the channel bodies and the channel board and swapping stickers, and I mean, that was part of the brotherhood. You know.
Channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and back then it was all fun. Like I remember when I started, I didn't believe anybody. Like I did everything.
Well, you weren't supposed to now. You weren't supposed to because everybody they would lie to you.
Yeah.
Just to see you tear some stuff up. So
not that I didn't believe they were doing numbers. I just thought that like I could probably do it the way I want to do it and it'll work. Right. So and that's how I ended up like burning out motors and like over and then, remember when I had those big old Coke can motors?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, using like a spur gear that's larger than the
wing.
Yeah, larger than the diameter of the motor. I got those up to like 30, I think. Something like that.
But you had the right you had the right idea.
Yeah.
But you just had to lighten stuff up a little bit, man. You need all that big stuff, right?
Yeah.
It took you to figure that. It took you a minute to figure that out, but you got it.
Yeah, I stopped doing 8 scales when I started doing it because 8 scale was expensive, man. Like when you hit an 8 scale car against the curb at 100 some miles an hour, the whole car is gone.
Yeah, your chassis all bent up and the wheels is gone. I can attest to the 8 arms.
Yeah, I found a platform. I found the what was it? The Hobby Wing TD10, and that car was $50, man. $50 for the whole chassis. So I was like, I was set. I'm going to use this car. That was the car that blew up in my hand.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, you remember when the first time I went down there and I was filming and I called you the mad scientist?
Yeah.
Well, it's that kind of stuff that you learn to appreciate after you see, like, knowing what I know now. It's the stuff that you used to do that makes me appreciate it because you did a lot of stuff through trial and error. Like you went out and you actually was trying to learn the game. We don't have that much anymore.
Yeah, that's what the 70-mile-an-hour club is all about, though, right? You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what it was all about. You know.
Yes, sir. That's why I wanted to keep it going. And plus, I met a lot of people. I mean, everybody
from everywhere. I met people from everywhere.
That.
Yeah.
But I met a lot of people just from the 70 Plus Club. And it's here for anybody. I'm not going to. I got the opportunity to talk to Ray on many occasions, and he was a good dude. And
Ray Luna,
yeah, he was a good dude, and I just like what he started, so I wanted to keep it going. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Comments. Charles Covey. Okay.
And I'm going to do that 100-mile-an-hour challenge soon. I got to iron some stuff out, and then we're gonna launch that too.
I have one car that I was going to build. Maybe next season. It's just getting a little late.
Yeah.
But I sold the 2 cars. The one I got the record, the 12 scale car.
Yeah.
Cool, that car. Hand cars. I was trying to go. I started off with 8 scale, and I tried to like. It's expensive. It's just all the parts are huge, and the most expensive parts. I moved to 10 scale because the actual chassis were cheaper. The motors were cheaper, and I was dead set. I knew I could get at least 145 off of out of the market Castle can.
Yeah.
And I think I got 141 on my on that TD10 chassis at some point.
Yeah, man, you was doing your thing, bro. That's what I'm saying. I applaud like the whole effort that you had behind it, man. That was some of my best times.
And that was on
Even
4,000.
people that I hung around with around here, man. I had some of my best times down at the DMV, and that's no lie.
We had a great time, man. We had a great time.
Always is great. And then, like Rock was saying last week, I can remember countless mornings of waking up, couldn't wait to get to the tube to find out who ran, how fast they did, and what car they was using. Okay. YouTube was a spot where you could go find out what people was doing with their RC car when it came to speed game. Okay. Now bashing is something a little different. Anybody can bash. Just get you a 4-wheel drive, some big tires on it, and a 3S and go to town. But that gets old after a minute. So for me, I had to touch on all aspects of the RC hobby. That's why I got drones and boats and crawlers and, But I ain't done the FPV yet, though, Lamont. It's kind of scary for me. I watch your videos of FPV, and just watching the video gets me seasick. Flying upside down and flipping and back and forth. Come on, bro. I can't do that shit.
Yeah,
I tell you what, the last time I ran down at the DMV, Lamont was flying down there. Don't you know this dude actually followed? He put that drone in front of my car and followed me out the road.
Backwards.
He's a beast with the drone. You remember that?
Yeah, backwards.
Yeah, he's a beast with that. I be seeing you, bro. Like you can only comment so much, but I be seeing you, man. You're a beast with that drone, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I try to, like, whenever I get involved, man. And my wife can attest to this. I get involved.
Yeah.
So, like, just with RC, man, I was like, okay, I got this. I got into racing. I got into this. I found speed runs, and I was like, okay, this is an area where I can be like, I can make things happen. We can solidify this, get all these people together, try to do this thing. I remember the first time I contacted you, Tookie. I contacted Rod, and I think it was you, Rock. And I got everybody together, and I was like, look, I'm trying to start this thing. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, the speed run hub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get a group of people together, and we can make this happen. I don't know what it is.
Like I was telling you beginning, this is a continuation of what you started. It's being now that Hangouts, Google Hangouts is gone. We can make it happen here, bro. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? But it's all about having fun. If we ain't having fun, what's the reason to be in there?
My like I kind of stay away from Facebook and all that stuff. I might open up to it. It's just that I just don't be liking to deal with no bull stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to, like, this is my hobby. Like, I got enough going on in regular life. I want to get to the hobby and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
And enjoy it.
That's what keeps me sane and brings me back down to reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To have somebody take that, that's why I said I gravitate. I get away from that, man. I get away from that. So
hurry up and run away.
Like,
run away
day,
fast.
If we're gonna do something positive, it has to be, you know what I mean? Everybody got to be on the same page.
And enter Riz, right? So I met Riz.
Riz 23?
Yeah,
Where he at? Where's he at, man?
The last I heard from him, his dad got really sick, and he was taking care of his father. I think he's still doing that if his father hasn't passed away yet. I'll try to get back in touch with him and see what he's doing. But I met Riz, and I'm an idea person. Like, I have the ability to take 40% of the action of my thoughts. Riz is is a foot to ground dude. So I was able to work with him directly, and that's how we got the whole Run DM things. These being started. I was like, all right, Riz, I'm gonna go get these traps. And I remember it was what's his name? Custom Carbon RC. His name is he was in the Navy. He's a preacher now. You know what I'm talking about?
No, who's that?
Oh my God. Well, anyways, it was me, him, and Riz, and like I would find spots on Google Maps, and Riz would go out and he would like go look at the spot, and he would film it driving down the street, like stream it to us on Hangouts. It's like, oh, this is not good.
Right.
Not good. Look at these potholes. Look at these potholes. And then we found that spot that was down by the water treatment plant, and it was on like Donkey Kong, dude. I remember going out to the original spot. Yeah, the one that was by the FDA, where I ran up the hill to the dirt spot. And we went out there. We set the 2 traps up, and we were trying to get it all set up and stuff. And Riz was out there. Like me and Riz would go to the hardware store together and be like, okay, how many cones we gonna need? How many of this? And we got all that stuff together, and then we did Run DMV, man, and it was good the first couple seasons, man. And then that season when Gio and Nick showed up, there was like just a butt ton of people came. It was really good, man. And I know, like at the end, like I had an issue with a few people, but I mean, I'm the type of dude, like if something goes wrong, that's 50% me. You know what I mean? So I wanted it bad. I wanted this thing to come together bad. So I was running every weekend.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it makes sense. If you don't want to do what I'm doing, just don't show up.
Yeah.
But I had people.
Yeah, sir.
I had people coming that wanted to do part of what I was doing, but not the whole thing. And then, everybody got together and were talking behind me and saying all these things, and eventually I was just like, fuck it. Like,
it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun no more.
It wasn't fun. It was super stressful, and like to me, and maybe the fact that I'm older than most of those people was part of it, but my time is valuable. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
And when I go out of my way to do something, I'm compensated for my time. You don't want to compensate for my time,
and especially if you dedicate it, you know what I mean?
Exactly. If you don't want to compensate for my time, don't come. It's
because you wasting precious time, bro.
So and eventually, it all petered out, and I blew up my last car, and I started
soldier traps and everything. Yeah.
But then after that, what?
What'd you say, Rock?
I said, by the way, I still got my set.
Oh yeah.
The traps that I got from you.
And Mike still has his too, I think. Last I heard, I don't know.
Mike,
I haven't talked to Mike or Junior for a little while. When I first started doing that FG project, I talked to Junior for a little bit, but I hadn't talked to anybody since. Yeah, I didn't run. I didn't actually do a run probably in about since like 2017.
Yeah. I was telling him I know I ain't done a speed run in over a year. Why? Because because the brothers ain't, I'm gonna run with the brothers. With these knuckleheads.
It's not because I don't want my situation. It's not because I don't want to.
Yeah, me too.
I just got a lot of stuff going on. My daughter's in college, and I just, like I said, this is a hobby. So my family stuff is always going to come first.
Exactly.
But when I get to the hobby, I want it to be about the hobby. I don't want to turn on the tube and see a bunch of BS, man. There's just too much BS in the game. Period.
Yes.
And it's got to be. All I want to do, like I said, if we could get something set up again, or I don't know, just support one another.
Hey, you see that logo up in the right hand corner? You see what that logo say, right? For those watching on the replay, is that logo up top in the right hand corner. You see what it say, right? American International RC
Oh, okay. I see it.
Speed
Yeah,
Run
yeah.
Association. We about to get it. It's about to come to life.
Oh, I'm with it.
And so, and Rockwood,
Or whatever
hey,
whatever's gonna
Rockwood,
be.
each of you guys, I'm gonna call y'all on the phone. We're gonna talk personally because I got some personal stuff to talk about. I'm not gonna do it on a live stream because then everybody know everything. You can't know everything. So when I call you, you just know I got some stuff to talk about, especially on them. I got stuff to talk about. I need to talk about the shirts and some of the laws, the bylaws of the group. Those are some of the things I need to talk about, but I can't do it on live right now.
I have all the documents from the.
I'll be getting with you. I'm gonna be getting with you on that.
We're going to start a thing called SSR Evo, which was Scale Speed Runs Evolution, because it was an evolution from what it was in Rosa to what we wanted it to be.
Yeah. So we taking it to the next. We're going up here. We're going to the next phase with it. Okay. Yeah. Here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, but you're hey, let's say you're not going to exclude nobody, right?
No. That's why I said it's American International. Anybody can be a part of it. Just like the Ray Luna Club. Just like the Ray Luna Club. Anybody can be part of it.
That we taking shots at them though.
No, what? No. It's just we just starting on.
I look at it like this. They're gonna run their stuff the way they want to run it. We got an opportunity to run.
That's what we're gonna do, Rob. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run it the way we want to run it. You know, we're not excluding nobody. We ain't better than nobody. We're just gonna do it our way. The way we know how to do it, and then have fun at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a question. Like,
yes, sir.
I haven't really been paying attention that closely to what's going on. Like, I know that when I left, the hobby was still this little section of the hobby was still growing, and it's got to be to a good enough size. Because I remember when I started, one of my goals was try to get a company to make a car or chassis, and now what is it? Arma makes a chassis now.
Yeah, the Limitless.
Yeah, Limitless.
Yeah.
It looks
like it has got potential, but
that was the goal for me too, bro.
Yeah.
To try to get all the guys together, put their heads together, come up with some kind of platform. We had the custom fast RCs, we had Saga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the guys are in place.
All the tools is
it's
out
just
there.
Getting people to work together, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like there's no true speed run platform out there.
Yeah, and I think
that was one of the things I was hoping to accomplish.
And once you establish that, you know, these, because all right, so you start an association, right? The issue is the same. People could say that Rosa changed the rules, this, that, and this, and that. But the problem is the issue is trying to get everybody to run within a standard. If you create a chassis that is the standard, right?
Like everybody has to use the same chassis. I understand. Yeah.
You don't force people to use it, but at least it becomes a measuring stick for all the other sizes. You say, this is the A scale chassis. This is how long it is. You can make it as wide as you want to, but this is how long it is, right? Mm-hmm. This is 8 scale. This is our 10th scale chassis. It is this long. You can make it as wide as you want it to, but it is this long. You have to use these size wheels in a 10 scale. The standard is a 10 scale. Because what happened when I beat the Aussies in the 12 scale, the 12 scale car that I beat was a 12 scale car using 10 scale wheels.
And not 10 scale wheels.
Yeah, and there was no, at the time, there is no rule. There's like barely any rules in that scale class. You can pretty much, as long as the chassis is short.
So that's my point. That's what we hear. We're gonna try to fine tune and critique that to a standard that everybody can. If you go to your hobby shop, you can pick up this, or you go online, you can buy this, and it'll be within standard and not, something that's going to be obsolete, in 6 months.
Yeah, because the issue, like, say you wanted to run the Limitless in Rosa, that car would end up being in the open class. because there is no 1/7 scale class. Anything over 1/8 goes into large scale.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'd have to figure out like where that car is going to be. Like, because that car, I guess that car would fit in with the X01. Because the X01 is not a
that's what they compare it to, the X01.
Yeah.
But it's not as wide. It's not as wide as the X01. You know what I mean? It's long, like almost as long.
Yeah, but length is always the only thing that you can really control. Like, because you're gonna put battery trays on there. Maybe like people are gonna start making custom bodies and this, that, and the next thing. You don't want to stop them from doing that. You don't want to stop. What I saw happen was it seemed like, Rosa's rule changes or whatever they were doing. I understood what they were trying to do, but you start to limit people's creativity within the system. Like Nick's car, right? He ran a 8 scale, I think it was an Offner car, but he changed out the chassis to a carbon fiber chassis, and they got upset because he wasn't using the original chassis. And
yeah, that's crazy, right? Come on, that's crazy.
To a degree, I understand. For whatever, you don't, because they don't know how long that chassis is. If he took that chassis and stretched it, if he didn't stretch it, if he made it shorter, without knowing that.
But what difference do it make, really?
Well, it does though,
because you can take the same idea and put it to ground yourself. I mean, anybody could. Yeah. So, but as long as the wheel, I'm looking at. As long as
what he's saying is, you got to stick to a standard.
Yeah, but again, we was talking about the creativity. But there's you can't limit the creativity in the car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so
absolutely. But at the same time, if you're going to make a carbon fiber chassis, you have to say like, I'm making a carbon fiber chassis, and it is the exact copy.
Standard. It's the exact thing. Yeah,
chassis that came off the car. It's just lighter.
Yeah. Yeah,
and if you,
I agree with you there. I understand that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, because you could take a chassis, because the reason that a 5th scale car, like say you took an 8th scale car and stretch it to the length of a 5th scale car, that car it's going to be harder for that car to flip because it's got more even front to back weight.
Exactly.
So you can't just let people run a car that's an 8 scale car that's longer than the rest of the 8 scales, because you've given them an advantage. You know what I mean?
That's why it would be considered. It'd be a 5th scale class. It wouldn't be 8 scale anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. So again, like you said, there's a certain size of measurement that you have to have. You know what I mean? To make it standard.
The drivetrain in a 5th scale car is not going to be as fast as the drivetrain in an 8 scale car. So if you say again, that's another thing. Like I take an 8 scale car, I stretch it out to the length of 5th scale to get into the 5th scale class, knowing that the internal gear ratio and the tire size is going to yield me more speed than an actual 5th scale car. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where like rule changes and like all this weird stuff starts to happen, and people start getting upset because they don't understand that you can't just do that. You can't just stretch out an 8 scale car and put it in the 5th scale class, because the 5th scale car, the 8 scale car, the weight's going to be down. You're going to generate the same amount of speed out of that 8 scale car, but you won't be able to generate that kind of speed out of a 5th scale car because of the drivetrain. So
give me a second.
Go ahead.
Rockbud, you see, we was talking about the comments in the last stream about can you see the comment on the screen now?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so now I'm able to pick out certain comments in the comments
on my phone, so
okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm rambling.
Yeah. So Whispers, he say he's working on an infraction.
He said he's working on his infraction now.
Yeah, he's in the lab on his. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
He said the X01 body. He said the X01 body. I'll put it on the screen. X01 body fits on the infraction. That's a nice body for that too. So
man, you ain't supposed to change you can't change the body.
Wig, Jim. Hey Jim, check this out. So Where do the wheels fit on the X01 body from the infraction? Do they fit the same area?
If it's 1.7 class, it should be the wheelbase should be the same.
Should be the same, huh?
Exactly.
You would think.
Or similar. If they're saying it's a 1.7 scale, the wheelbase should be the same.
Hey, peep this right here. 132.
That's my buddy Wamba.
Yeah.
Yo, he shouldn't have told me that because I got some XO1 bodies in the basement.
Yeah, I know you got a few of. I got 3 of my doggone sell. You know.
Now, well, see, I'm waiting on them limitless. I didn't want to change.
I am too
because I want to run it the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Just add your electronics and go, man.
See, I'll mess around with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it too, bro. I'm with you. I'm gonna try it. I was a sucker for the Traxxas 2.0. We'll try that. You know what I mean? Why not?
What? The 2.0 what?
The Fortec 2.0 for Traxxas.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that car running?
Man, it's got sitting up there all got dust. I got 2 bodies for it, actually 3 bodies for it, and it's just sitting up there with dust on it, man. Because I stopped running it.
Well, I mean, like for everybody else, like because I've seen a couple run it. I saw it and I thought to myself,
working on one now.
Yeah.
I just started this one last couple days ago.
Yeah, I just thought it would probably need more metal parts for it to be stiff enough.
Yeah,
it's got a plastic shaft in it, doesn't it?
If you buy the brush one, you buy the brush version. Yeah, if you buy, but no, they ain't no, because it still comes with metal axles. Yeah, but it's got plastic.
Yeah,
it got plastic.
Metal, but
they got plastic caps.
The drive cups aren't.
Yeah, they got plastic drive cups. So
drive cups are not metal.
Yeah, so you gotta do a little manipulating on that, you know. Yeah. Change the diff oil, all those stuff.
It's not metal, Lamont. They're plastic.
Yeah.
They're plastic.
Change.
Yeah.
And so every time I ran mine, it had so much power in there. Every time I ran mine, it would flip, and then I would break my rear caster block and lose one of my dog bones, you know. So I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about earlier about every time you run the car, something flip or break, is more money. I don't want to keep putting money into a car trying to make it do something. I want the car to be able to do it the first time, right?
Yeah.
So
it seemed a lot of even for Traxxas, it was a lot.
It was a lot of hype behind that car. Yeah. I remember All Digital. He was one of the first ones. He was one of the first ones that got that car, and that should have been a lesson right there, because he was telling guys that the car was so unstable, it had so much power. If you put an upgraded brushless system in, it had so much power that it was always spinning out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I know somebody, I know a few people that done pretty well with that car. Killer Maz was one of them. He done pretty good with that car.
It's got a really low internal fuel ratio.
The Fortec 2.0?
Yeah. He was the one. He was in the 130s with the Fortec. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got a brother in Maryland that did what did DeMarcus do? What was it?
He did. He had the Fortec.
Wasn't it 150 something on 4S?
Well, the Fortec.
Yeah.
Not the
2.0.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know that he beat my record. He did like 140 something on a 12 scale. But that was like the BMR or something like that.
2.0, and I think he did, I want to say 154. It might have been 154 or 156 with the Fortec 2.0.
I would assume that he had to use custom. Because doesn't that car come with like all plastic turnbuckles and stuff? Like
What?
because
the VXL comes with aluminum, or I think they're aluminum links.
aluminum links,
Turnbuckles.
they're adjustable. Yeah, I mean,
The brand,
as long as you got, as long as you have adjustable turnbuckles, I know it probably doesn't have droop. Does it have droop screws in it? It does. That's all you need.
there's a spot for it, but I don't think the droop screws are in it. I just had a conversation.
I put some in mine.
Yeah,
I think I'll put some in mine. It ain't hard to do. You just drill some damn holes, right?
But they have a spot for them.
Yeah.
as long as you got adjustable turnbuckles and a droop control on the car, you probably use anything you wanted. The only thing, remember that, what was it? The TC3, was it? The Team Associated car that everybody was using that was all plastic.
TC4.
TC3?
It was a 3. The 4 was the belt one, wasn't it? The TC4 was the belt one. The TC3 before it was the one with the shaft drive.
And then HBI had HBI
when they started using the belt.
The belt. Yeah, so maybe it was a TC4.
Yeah, the TC4 I think you can still get it. It's a club. They call it a club racer.
The club racer.
It's the last shaft car that they had. Yeah,
I tried to run that car. I just kept on blowing the diffs out because I think that's Jaboria's baby. Yeah.
The TC4, that's Jaboria's baby.
Yeah, you love that car.
I remember she showed me the videos of him crashing the first one. Those things come apart, man. They come apart for real. What was I saying? So here's the topic. When I was still running, I left 8 scale because it was too expensive and too heavy, and I went down to 10 scale. But a lot of people still running 8 scale. Why do you guys think that is? Why do you think everybody's still glued to 8 scale?
Why do I think it is?
Yeah,
because it's a copycat sport. I don't know. No, I just like 8 scale.
I mean, because listen, 8 scale.
The bigger the car you get, it's harder. To generate speed.
8 scale is a proven beast. Okay, we know that, especially a slash. We know that. We know that the 8 scale, slash is a proven, even though it ain't an 8 scale, but it's a proven beast. Like the Habal VT, GT, and all that. It's a better made product. It's a better made product. But again, like you said, Lamont, once you crash that baby, the parts are gonna be more expensive to replace than a 10 scale.
Yeah. Because
I found out that the 10 scale will bust. I mean, they just, nothing like them. When I first ran Selena, okay.
What up, Gravy?
That's where the 143 come from. When I first ran that car, it was so light, so fast, so quick. All you heard was shoo.
Yeah.
With an 8 scale car, all you hear is, you know what I mean? It's like a slug. And once you get going, my
point, but the point I was going to try to make was 8 scale is getting too heavy.
Yeah.
It's just the amount of motor you have to purchase in order to move all that weight is going to
batteries you have to buy.
It's going to bury you.
Yeah.
Like if you switch to a lighter chassis, like I got it in the 140s with 4 cells in a 110 scale chassis. And it was on a freaking Castle motor.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I mean, that was part of the reason I got out too, because it was getting expensive, and I wanted to go back into 8, but I was like, let me go look and see how much a Cordova motor is. And it was like $265. Let me go see how much what was the purple Poseidon motor is.
Poseidon motor, yeah.
It's $325.
Yeah.
And I tinker too much. I'm gonna blow that thing out.
Yeah.
I was buying Castle motors for $38.
So basically, like the main point is it's easier. It's easier, a hell of a lot easier on your pocket with a 10 scale car.
Yeah.
I mean, the most you might have to replace a belt, replace an A-arm, replace a hub. You know what I'm saying?
And if you choose the right platform, You can replace the whole chassis for $100.
Yeah, and you good to go. You're good to go. The very next week, you're good to go.
Yeah.
A scale, you're gonna have to. Oh man, I got to wait 2 weeks till my money get right.
And it seems like when an A-scale chassis comes out, they stop making it 2-3 months later. All the parts have dried up. The only car that you can find parts for, like religiously, is a Slash.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I know for most of the GT cars, their technology is growing all the time because they race a lot. Especially like the pan cars, like the Serpents and the Mugans, they have national championships. So these guys are developing stuff, often. So, you get the 977E, and then a year and a half later, the 9880 comes out.
Yeah, and all the parts for the old chassis change. And you spent a solid
$700 on that whip
chassis by itself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
but you can't deny that platform is top notch.
It is gorgeous. Top-notch.
Yeah,
that platform
I have yet to own one, a Serpent or a Mugen, but it's just easier. It's easier in your pocket with a 10 scale car.
Yeah,
it's easier on your pocket, man.
What's up, Gio?
Like the cars now, because the area that you run on is you don't have to worry. You know what I mean? Like they're getting the speed a lot faster than the 8 scale.
Yeah, you can get up to speed, and you can do it with less battery as well.
Hey, you can do it. It's almost effortless. You know what I'm saying? If you know the game, it's effortless. You don't have to work as hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gio, I see Gio Stealth R1 is in the chat. What's up, man?
In the house. He in the house. Another OG in the house. What's up, Gio?
What up, Gio?
Gio, we want you on the stream. Want to get in the stream, brother? Let's see if I can send him. Old Gravy Lane. Who's Old Gravy Lane?
That's one of my friends.
Oh, okay, Old Gravy Lane. Okay.
Old Gravy Leg and Wombat FPV. Those are guys I fly with. I'm trying to get on BQE.
Where you at, man? Gio, where you at? Player?
BQE.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you can get in on the phone. Anyway, so
hey, Mr. High Power, you a little quiet, bro.
Yeah.
Mr. High Power, why you ain't saying nothing?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that 100 miles. What vehicles or what rules? You got anything ready for that? How's that looking?
I have all the documentation from the first one. So if you guys want just some like a baseline to start with, I have the updated rule set that we created. I have artwork.
No, this is for temp scale. It's like the challenge is sort of like the 70 plus. It's still 3S.
I I need that paper. I need that paperwork for our little club. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that's what he was talking about. He's talking about something else. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the 100 mile an hour club that I was supposed to launch it probably like a month ago. But man, I had to get somebody to make the shirt and all that stuff. So you remember RC Car Rookie?
Yeah.
You guys remember RC Car Rookie?
I do. Of course I do.
This is my son
Cole. The 100 mile an hour shirt.
Hey buddy, how you doing? Look, what's his name?
Cole.
Cole, what's up, Lou? That's the little one, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I seen. Ain't your oldest son? Do we got a Facebook page, or Instagram page, or something?
No, but he was the one that was chasing me in his RC at 3 years old.
Yeah. I remember the day when y'all
was now?
How old are you now?
I'm 8.
8.
8.
Shit, man.
Jeez.
So he was like what? 4
Man,
years
time
old,
flies,
5 years
boy.
old.
He was 3.
But
3. Yeah,
Tearing it up, doing rooster tails and
I'm probably
jumping
gonna
in.
launch it in about a
y'all
week.
was at the baseball field teaching him how you was teaching him how to drive RC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
All right, go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably launch it in about a week. I just hadn't gotten around to doing it. That's all.
Yeah, and see that's another thing I want to talk to you
Gotta
about.
make up the rules and shows
What-
and all
who-
that stuff.
Who you got making them shirts? You buy the shirts wholesale or something, and then they have somebody screen print them or
Nah,
what?
I get them from
Yes, he is, Wig.
Custom Ink.
Yes, he is.
Huh? You what?
I
What
get them
Rock?
made at Custom Ink.
Oh, okay, custom ink. Is that
Yeah.
so? What's the price of per shirt?
Oh, bruh. It's like when I do a 70+ shirt, it costs me probably about 40 bucks.
For one shirt?
That's to make the shirt and then ship it to wherever I'm shipping it to.
Or you can get a press and make them yourself. The press itself is like, I don't know, $200. You have to make cutouts. But that's
Is it like vinyl or is it print?
Hey. So you still got your press, Lamont?
Yeah.
Okay. You still got your laminate
Is it
machine
vinyl
or whatever?
lettering or print?
Huh? What'd you say, Rock?
But that's vinyl, right?
Yeah.
See, these are not vinyl; they're print.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's cheaper. It takes more time, but it's you really all you're really paying for. Once you pay for the machine, you pay for the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're only making like 3-4 shirts a month, you know what I mean?
It'll pay for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I like the artwork that that Rookie did.
Okay, so
It came out nice. It looks sort of like this, but you're getting a whole. It's 100+ club, but you get the whole, like this banner here.
yeah.
That whole thing is on your shirt. Like you see the banner now.
So Lamont,
designed it. It came out nice.
does your machine do color? More than one color?
You'd have to layer it. That's
Oh.
a pain in the ass. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I do graphic design and logo design for work. When you create when you're creating a logo, the best thing to do, you see how his 70+ club, like basically you could do that whole thing in one color.
Right.
But the design is intricate enough that it's unmistakable. Like you see it, I know what that is. That's the 70+ club. I've seen that all the time. And what you do is you get a cutting machine. The cutting machine cuts the label out. You have to like weed it out and pull all the parts that are not part of the t-shirt, slap it on there and on and on. And the same thing.
You know who designed that, right?
Huh? Riz designed that, yeah.
You know who designed that, right?
Riz.
Yeah.
And I know that because I watched the show last week.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was Riz.
Oh man.
Yep, I used to talk to him a lot on the phone, and then we finally met up. He drove up here. We got to meet, and then I remember when I came down there, I said, Lamont's the host. He said, Henry is 23. You remember that?
Yeah.
Got that on video. Yo, you had me laughing, man. What's Sean up to?
Sean. Jesus Christ. Sean is the one that got me into FPV. I called Sean maybe a year ago to see if he would come out and go fly with us. But he was like,
wait a minute, Sean with the serpents.
Yeah.
And the FG.
Yeah, he got an FPV. He was flying, and he bought a couple drones and put them together. I bought some of his cars off him before I get like to speed run with this. I got this chassis from Sean, and he stopped pretty much everything. He's just working a lot and doing his own thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met, man, he used to have some, his serpents was really nice, man.
Yeah. Because
he tracked real good.
Yeah, he used to race. He used to race 110 scale and 112 pan. So he knows how to tweak cars, he knows how to build them. He knows and he was like winning races racing, like not just screwing around, like buy, like he would only buy serpents, only buy X-ray. And he would, so he always had the best of the best stuff, man. I remember he brought that
I remember.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's doing now, but last I talked to him, he was done with RC pretty much. He was just working and hanging out with his wife.
Man, there was a whole bunch of people in the game that ain't in it no more, bro.
It gets
a lot of people.
Well, just like everybody has already said, it got complicated, and that's what happens when any sort of group gets large, right? You have the core group who remembers it the way it was, and then you have everybody else who's coming in new, and it's the same thing with FPV. Like, there's a core group of people who remember like all these old parts and how all this stuff went, and like how we all went out and flew with each other. But now everybody in FPV, they want to get a YouTube channel, they want to get sponsored by everybody, they want to get paid on YouTube, they want to get global recognition for being the best FPV pilot in the world, and they can't fly worth shit yet. But that's just the way. It's not the way just the way the RC goes, but that's just the way that any sort of niche group goes. Somebody thinks it's something cool.
Yeah.
They meet a group of other people.
Man,
they come up with innovative stuff, and then everybody looks at it and goes, "That's freaking dope! I want to do that." But they want to just go they want to just go to Best Buy, pick up a completely bought kit, put it on the road, pull the trigger, and have it go straight. But they can't do that. They start pulling stuff up, right? And then the first thing they do is assume that everyone is lying, right? And then they go out and they get an XO1, they put it on the ground with a radio in their hand with a thing that says 100 miles per hour on it and tells everybody, "Oh, look, I went 100 miles per hour."
Yeah.
And like if I join you guys in this thing, like you have to like account for that group of people, like, because if you start making a chassis, they're the ones who are going to buy it. You can't be like, "Fuck you, you're stupid, you're dumb." Excuse my language. You can't be like, "Y'all are just stupid, I can't deal with y'all and the way you act, blah blah blah." At some point, you just be like, "Hey, you know what? That's a great video, man. You did a great job. You do a better job if you do this. You do a better job if you buy my chassis." Because then you'd be starting from a platform that that works.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what I'm saying? You generate a community. Because right now it's the Wild Wild West, man. Like, it's the Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
And everybody, they join, they say whatever they want, they do whatever they want. You can't tell me nothing until I need help. And then I'm going to tell everybody that you didn't give me help. And I'm going to go do my thing. Like, it's almost like if you're going to do it, just turn the comments off. Put the videos out, put the rules out, put the stuff out. Nobody, we don't read comments. Like, because we're not here to take information in. We are here to disseminate information.
Yeah, exactly, brother. I like that. I like that. I like that, little brother. I like that.
We're not here for advice.
Yeah, we OGs. We ain't here for advice.
Yeah, we're here to set up a platform and a system in which everybody can run and be okay.
Yeah. And we all can appreciate each other. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Or you don't appreciate me. That's fine too. You don't have to appreciate me. Just
Well, you don't have to, but to keep it moving then.
Just know exactly. Just know if you don't, you're not gonna be recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess some people don't know how to filter themselves. Like, you don't have to answer to everything.
Yeah.
I know I don't. You know what I mean? It's a waste of time. I tell my boys that all the time. Like, I'm not going to engage in that. You know what I mean? If it's If it's negative that you're looking for, you ain't getting it on my channel.
All right.
So
All right.
I'll just it's easy to block somebody.
I mean, and that ain't,
I never
you know
got
what
into
though?
this for money.
So this is the thing. Why should we have to block
advertise
somebody?
nothing.
Why
Watch
should
my
you have to?
videos, ain't no
Yeah,
advertisement
why should you have to block somebody? I mean, that's energy that you don't even have. You shouldn't have to use towards that. You know what I mean? And
No. I'm not going to block somebody because they got an opinion. I accept everybody's opinion. I'll take a thumbs down. I don't care about no thumbs down.
I know that's right.
I won't stand for somebody disrespecting me.
I got this thing.
That's the thing. When you get disrespectful, then that's when I'm gonna block you off my channel. But you can have an opinion and you can even thumbs down. If you don't like the video, you don't like it. It is what it is.
Exactly. No doubt.
Because at the end of the day, if I have 5 thumbs down every time I do a video, that's the same 5 people that's watching it. So they're waiting for me to post something. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I'm not.
And then they must be learning something because they just say, they wouldn't let you know I'm learning something, but you don't know who I am.
Yeah, and plus that's 5 views.
That's 5 views. Yeah.
I mean, thumbs up, thumbs down. I still get my 1 penny.
Exactly. No, half a penny.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it I never did YouTube for money. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we're doing right now.
You can't really do YouTube
right now.
They'll
why I'm in YouTube because I can talk to you brothers. You know what I mean? I do a lot of it on the phone. I talk to you couldn't imagine how many people I talk to off of YouTube every day. People that I met through the 70+ club or just going and running with them and stuff like that. That's what I like. So at the end of the day, like I just use this to bring what I've got going on in my lab to people. You know,
to people who really appreciate your authenticity. You know what I mean? Period.
Oh man, all my stuff ain't authentic. I just be putting.
Well, yeah, it is. Come on, man.
Put it on the car.
Well, everybody can't do that though, Rock. Everybody can't do that.
Man, you can do it if you want.
Well, everybody can't do that though, man.
Well, another point to like starting a league or I don't know what you call it, association. Like say, we get the chassis, people buy it. Like, I know that there's a big handing out setups is a big deal, but you can disseminate enough information that people don't hurt themselves. Like, look, this is when you buy the chassis, this is how much shock fluid that you put in it. This is how much droop you put in the back. This is how much droop you put in the front. This is what you do to keep the car on the ground. What you do gear ratio wise and motor wise and servo wise and servo battery extra thing, that's all up to you. But at least we'll tell you how not to kill yourself. You know what I mean? Because like it doesn't get talked about a lot. At least I didn't notice it get talked about a lot. There's a guy here that I fly FPV with who used to be in the speedrun game. He was the dude that Junior hit with his car.
Yeah.
Shattered his entire leg, both bones.
Whoa, man.
He got pins and metal and all kinds of stuff in his leg.
Ouch.
Hey, and I'm not a great example of being safe. I realize that now. Right? Because I was staying in the middle of the road. I shot my 3 inches away from my foot when I got the record. Like, we shouldn't, not to say we shouldn't be doing that. You can do whatever the hell you want. But, because I realized that we wanted, or I don't know, I think that we want it to grow, right? We want the hobby to grow.
Exactly.
Try to get, I was going to say try to get the young kids under control, but that's like herding cats. You can't do that. Because when I joined, I didn't even have anybody to hang out with, and I'm not really a trash talker, but I was not listening. I was not. I was like, I'm going to go try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. And I'm going to try that. whatever works out at the end, I'll be fast.
Yeah.
Well, down at the DMV, the thing that I noticed down there wasn't nobody like passing stuff out.
Yeah.
What you heard people doing was helping each other set their cars up to stay on the ground.
Yeah.
And motivating each other to go faster. That's what I look at as a friendly, competition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what a good competition is when you're rooting your boy on. Like, yo, man, go out there and get like I said last week, be faster than me. But see, B put in a lot more work than I do. I'll just keep it 100. He's out there, tweaking stuff and going. He goes to Maryland a lot. And that's what happens. You get what you put in.
Yeah.
But down at the DMV, it was a brotherhood. You get down there, you have a great time, and Lamont is a nut. You know what I mean? He make you laugh. Just great to be around. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. And that's what I miss. Of it all. Because he's a funny dude, man.
Even watching his FPV videos now keeps me laughing.
His house to the time he got to the DMV.
Yeah. That's having fun, man. That's having fun.
Yeah.
He's enjoying what he's doing. He's enjoying what he's doing. If you go buy $1,000 camera, the vlog on, he's enjoying what he's doing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
It was only $625.
Well, damn, But if you bought some extra batteries, you know, I know. So it's close to 1,000. Yeah. And you probably still ain't done yet. You got to buy another lens, a wide angle lens, and
No, I'm done. I know what frame I fly. I know what motor I use. I know what props I use, and I apply the same thing on everything. Like if you look up here, all these quads are exactly the same. They're all the same frame, all the same props, all the same motor. Because I want everything to be consistent. That's kind of what I was looking for when I was doing speed runs. I was trying to choose a car. And the car that I chose was the TD10, but the freaking thing exploded in my damn hand.
Yeah,
I was numbers on that thing. I wasn't even upset that my hand was burned. I was more upset that I was about to run 5S on that 4S car that got me 141. Like I was going to put an extra cell in there, and I'd be in the 150s. I was geared right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all.
And it didn't happen. It backfired on you.
It did. Literally backfired.
Yeah, that's
it blew up in his hand,
I'm in
man.
the process of doing right now, man. Just narrowing everything down to what I think I need, what I think I want. Because for a minute there, I was just buying stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think at the beginning,
for me, it's an addiction, bro.
Yeah, Rock. But in the beginning, I think we always like that. It's like I went to the hobby store to get some information about the shirts and the machine and how much this costs, But I ended up walking out of there with some nitro fuel.
Yeah.
So it's an addiction. You're absolutely correct. We love the hobby, man, and ain't nothing to say about it. And I'm fortunate enough to be amongst a group of guys that love the hobby as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I'm had to get this in here. My man Flowpack sent me a package here. He was supposed to be on it tonight. So since he ate, I'm gonna open this up on the live stream, and he'll probably see it. If you know what I mean. But and Rockwell, he spoke about this last week. Is that we cater to whoever got some stuff that will work in our program. I'm not privy to Castle. I'm not privy to Poseidon. I ain't privy to Cactus. I'm gonna get whatever it takes to make my stuff what I want it to be. Okay. And what we got here? Open it up on camera. Jason from Flow Packs. I don't have one of these. I got some of Leo's kill mode cat packs. This comes from Jason. Okay. He say he put on the back here already. See what that say, right? You see what that say, right? 150. There it is. There it is. With some stickers. Oh, you got some more stuff on here. You got some more stuff. I'm gonna show all this because I ain't gonna read it. I'm just gonna show it. But he say 140. You say 140, 150.
Hey. I better not see there better not be no Pinion and Spur gear numbers on there too.
Hey, you got Gap by Flow Pack.
I see you said you show on 130, 140, 150. There better not be no numbers on there.
Oh no, ain't nothing else in there. Ain't nothing else in the bag, right? But come on, man. Let's keeping it real. He just tell you with this right here, with the right batteries and right gearing, you can get where you need to be, bro. That's all. Ain't nothing else in the bag, man. Look, nothing else in the bag. Ain't no gears and nothing in there. We don't. Yeah, right. Nothing else in there, man. Ain't nothing else in there, bro. You see me open it up on camera. Ain't nothing else in there. So, hey, Jason, family, I appreciate you, man. One love. Appreciate you.
Yo, let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, he gonna say the pigeon fall out. No, bro, he just sent me a cat pack. That's all. That's all. And I appreciate that. I'm gonna put it to good use on 6S. But I think I'm gonna go for that 2S challenge first, though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a 2S challenge first, and I'm gonna move it on up.
Where are you getting that cat pack from, Tookie?
From Jason Flores. Jason Flores. He on Facebook. He on Facebook at Flow Packs. This is J Flow Packs, and he's on YouTube. Flow Packs. J Flow Packs.
Okay, cool.
Get at him. Get at him. Tell him I sent you.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely need one.
Yeah, we all need one, for sure. Ooh. Here's a comment from Cryptic Custom. He's got good product, 100. So you don't know what that means? He using them. Okay. No joke. You said opinion ain't gonna fall out of there. Come on, man. I don't roll like that, bro. Come on, man. I don't roll like that. Yeah, I'd rather burn something up
got
first.
On here and never asked what's this week's topic.
Well, you know, it's whatever we want it to be.
Topic?
Oh, how we started in the hobby? Yeah.
Cool.
How I started?
No, well, tell how you started. You know, what got you in the RC?
Oh, man. I was going 2013. I used to ride past a hobby shop all the time. So I went in the hobby shop, got to know the hobby shop owner after a couple months. And he ended up talking me into getting a Rustler. That was my first car. And then I used to run it out in front of my house and stuff. And I was like, let me see if there's, a way to make this thing faster. So I get on YouTube. Guess who pops up? Geo Stealth R1.
Geo, yeah.
My scene drained in, and then I started to see Jess. I told this story last week, but the first person I ever talked to on the phone was Geo.
Was Geo?
Stealth
yeah.
R1. Yeah, and then it was Jess, and then I just started meeting a whole bunch of people. But found out about Entergy 2 on that, and I just started fixing the car up there, and I ran across Ray Luna with the 70 Plus Club, and that was it right there. Speed runs, it just took over. Started out a basher, but
we all did. We all started out. I believe we all started out as bashers.
I like every facet of the game. I'm just hooked on speed runs. Like everything that I got, I changed to a speed run car.
Yeah, because you don't get the same adrenaline, the same fix. You don't get the same rush with a bash vehicle, bashing in the dirt, in the mud and shit that you do with a speed run car. When you didn't put these big batteries in it, you didn't change this gearing up. You don't get that. You don't get the same. There's something about a speed run car that just puts you like at level 99, right? And if you can get that, if you can get that whip to go straight, it puts you at level 109.
It's risk to reward.
Yeah.
It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Like if there's a strong chance that you are going to 100% lose that car.
Yeah. It's always going to be that chance.
Your batteries are gone. Your receivers are gone.
Yeah.
Or you can get that record. You can get that 140. You can get over that 145. You can get over that 147. Boom, get over that 150. That's why I loved it. It was just it's a challenge, and it's only you. You're challenging yourself. You can go for records, but I loved it, man. I loved it. Until I tried to make
it. Hey, Tookie.
Something.
Yeah.
Tookie. You holding up the screen, man.
Oh, let me see what I can do about that.
There you go.
There we go.
Did it change? Okay, my bad.
I'm like, I'm trying to position myself with my head away from the thing.
The logo was in front of Lamont's face.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, you got it now, bro.
Okay.
Who just creeped in the room?
Gio.
Who's that? Who just showed up?
What up, Lamont? What up, man?
What up, man?
He's always a late comer, man. Always a late comer. That's all right.
I'd be busy, man. I'd be busy, but I was watching.
Feeling any better?
I feel like crap, but I just
I know you did.
I couldn't resist. First off,
go ahead.
That's what the show's about. That's what the show's about.
First off, the name you were looking for, Lamont, is Big House.
Big House.
That's his name. Big House. And as far as the chassis go, once you start doing chassis for these like Rasa and shit, you get put into the open class.
Yeah.
Not open wheel, it's open class.
Open class.
No, it's not fair to try to make a stretch chassis and run it with a 10 scale or a stretch an 8 and run it with a 5th scale. It's an open class. The only way the chassis are legal is that they meet the standards of the 8 scale. If it's a 360 or 365, whatever the case is, it has to meet those specs.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So, in that sense, and that's what they try to use against Nick.
Yeah.
Hey, so we might as well ask you this question. What started you in the RC hobby? How'd you get started, Gio?
What started me?
Yeah. How you get started?
A bad experience in life. And this was my getaway. And I started off actually with a red cat. And then my little brother was on YouTube, and he sees this guy by the name of Tito Medina who takes his red cat and goes 112 miles an hour in a parking lot. So I reached out to him, and I watched all his videos, and I reached out to him, and I was like, hey, man, I don't want to know no setup, no nothing. All I want to know is how the hell do I keep my car on the ground? I had no idea about foam tires or cutting out bodies or nothing of that nature. And then he was my biggest inspiration. He told me, figure it out yourself. So I did.
That's where it's supposed to be, though.
So I did. Later on, we became really good friends. But it fueled me that the moment he told me to figure it out myself.
And how many years ago was that?
I started in the end of 2014. That's when I started. I started with the Red Cat, and then
the Red Cat. What vehicle was that again? Red Cat what?
Red
was
Cat
Lightning? Lightning? Okay, yeah.
I had a Lightning, Volcano, Tornado, you name it. I had them.
Yeah.
And then I bought
all them parts interchange, don't they?
Nah.
They don't?
Nah. No, not all of them interchange. Not all of them. Some of them do.
Well, most of them, because I mean,
yeah,
the Volcano was a monster truck. The Lightning was an on-road car. Yeah.
The chassis are based off the same 200
Mm-hmm.
millimeter chassis on all the 10 scales. But the arms, some arms are longer than others. The drive shafts, some are longer than others. The center shaft. I remember, man, I used to walk into the hobby shop looking for parts and they laugh at me. It wasn't a hobby grade car. And then I discovered Team Associated. And like Pop said, that's my baby. I took off with that. And that kid, the dude, DeMarco Kane, Asphalt Assassin. He did 155 on 4S with that 2.0.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know who that is.
Marco's a good dude.
I knew it was in the 150s. I just couldn't. I thought it was 154 or 156.
155.
Damn.
On a 4S pack? Damn. So, you know.
110 scale.
That shit, yeah, exactly. It show you how far the hobby has evolved.
I like them all.
Yeah. I agree with you, Rock. I agree with you. I like them all, but
I like them all.
I think the most economical and fastest car out there is going to be a 10 scale car. Because if you get the right platform on a 10 scale car, if you have any problems as far as wrecking and crashing and shit, you won't have no problem. You won't have no problem getting
See that right there?
Getting parts for that. That's a Latrax, ain't it?
Look at that there. Look at that. Look. I like them all, bro.
That's a Latrax.
Is that He did.
Yeah. All NTG'd out.
But that's an RC enthusiast again. You know what I mean?
I put a question in the chat.
Let me see. What we got? What'd you put in there?
Hobby King makes an 8 scale. It's $133. Is it garbage?
What's that?
Bueller?
Which one is it? Let me see.
It's the what the fuck? The window.
I don't see it. I don't see
the Pirates 2 TC8. Here, I'll put it in the private chat. You can probably see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you guys see it? I mean, the body's garbage.
Horton sweeping. What's up, brother? Oh, y'all remember Horton sweeping?
Yeah, he lied.
Huh?
Yeah,
he lied. What?
He lied.
He lying.
He lied. He say Horton sweeping say FTC Tookie is a speed legend. He lied.
Oh.
That's not true.
Yeah. You can hate on me if you want to, Gio. That's all right. Hate on me if you want to, brother.
Yeah, y'all got me looking at cars now. I'm like,
That's what you need to do. What you need to do, Mont. You need to come back.
Yeah. Put them quads down, man, for a minute. Just for a minute, brother. And come on, focus on.
He ain't got to put the quads down. He can
dude. I can't do that.
I mean, for a minute, because you can't do them both. Well, yeah, he could, but he ain't got enough time to do them both.
I'm this close. I finally got good. People like what I do. They're gonna sponsor me possibly if I beg hard enough.
Well, yeah, well then do your thing. But don't forget your first love, though. Don't forget your first love. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm looking at kits right now.
Hey, Horton sweeping. It's a joke, man. I just blame the Tookie, man.
Pro 110 drive EP, $417. No, thank you. Look at the size of them belts.
Cryptic Custom says, how many rookies are actually staying in their lane and doing things the right way?
I don't know what you mean by that. What are you trying to say? none of the, if for me to answer that question, if they're a rookie, they ain't staying in their lane because they already got the setup. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say there's probably a bunch of them, but you don't see them because
You know,
a rookie doing it the wrong way is the first one to put a YouTube video out, to jump on the freaking Facebook forums and tell everybody that he knows what he's doing. A rookie that's actually doing the right thing, he ain't saying nothing to nobody because he's putting up numbers and he's waiting. Yeah. Like it depends on what if you're trying to say a rookie just because if you're trying to use the word rookie as like a substitute for something bad,
chat.
You know what I mean? But like people.
Oh, I see it now. It's in private chat. Okay, I see it, Lamont. I see it. We'll get that later. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. So like a because again, like even in the FPV community, it's the same kind of thing. Like you only hear from the people you don't want to hear from. You know what I mean?
That's nice, Jim.
Because they always got so much to say.
Wiggs, that's top notch.
Yeah, because you're never going to hear from people who are just doing their thing and making it happen. Because one, they don't want to be part of all that madness, you know, and two, they just, you know, they're like just like when we started, man. We just wanted to have a good time and have fun. Like it seems it, and maybe it. I don't know if it is or not, but maybe it only seems as though most of the hobby's bad because all you ever hear from is people who want to run their mouth. You know, and if I could call out to all those people out there who are running, doing their own thing, having a good time, put a video up, man. Put a video up of you doing
Check this out.
Having a fun.
Check this out, man. There was a dude that hit me up.
It took you. Let him finish, man.
No, he's good. That's all I want to say. Like,
but I mean, it's kind of it's on the lines of what he's talking about. There's a dude that hit me up, and I'm just say he live in New York. And he got an X01, an Armor Italian, and he said he ran 133 with a Rustler.
all right.
I ain't never heard of this guy, right? So I go to this channel. So I'm like, where your video at, man? You know what he told me? He said he ride with some guys who have GPSs and traps on speed gun. And you mean tell me you ran 133 miles an hour with a Rustler, you ain't got a video of it?
That's the kind of but those are the people we want, right? The people who are not trying to show out. They're just trying to have a good time,
bruh,
and get the speed up.
Bro,
Like,
every video I watch, the dude got his little boy driving his car up and down the block, spinning out at 15 miles an hour. So how you can claim you a speed runner and you have no speed run videos?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like,
that's garbage, man. That's garbage, dude. Don't come to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
insulting. That's insulting. No, bro. So I told him, I said, you know what? Yeah, okay.
And maybe
okay, man,
I thought you were saying he was genuine. And you talked to this dude and you knew
No. I mean, I talked to him through YouTube. I ain't talking to him on the phone because he had to come. He had to come 100. I like, man, keep it real, dude. You ain't no speed runner. You ain't got no speed run videos. Yeah, dude. Where?
I put them on Vimeo.
Come on, man. But he got video of him and his kid running up and down the street.
You know what?
But you got a record-breaking number.
Now? You know what bothers me now? It's going to be harder. It's going to be harder to see the guys that's actually trying to climb in speed because they're more, how could I say this? They don't want to post like anything that's not significant anymore. So you don't see them gradually moving up because they're thinking, okay, well, I only ran 121 and everybody else is running 150. You know what I mean? I used to like to see, like, it don't matter what I run. It don't matter, to me, what I think.
Can you make on the house?
Like, at the end of the day,
what I
just go out, do your runs, and you can show people that you're learning and you're gradually
Exactly.
growing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Man.
And not worry about, because this guy did 160, they might not want to see a 121. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of guys don't do that because of these guys that's getting this stuff handed to them. They're going out and they're doing 150, and you know, you got guys that are really doing the work, but they can't show the progress because, you know, these other people are running fast.
And when I started, there was a lot of people doing that. A lot of people like posting, "Oh, I just got 100." And they like I love seeing somebody who's been trying for 100, like 18 videos, and they finally get it.
Finally get it.
Like,
Right.
They got
That's
their family there, the preachers there, their old ex-wife is there, their old kids. Everybody's like, "Ah, my God, you got 100 miles." Everybody's having a great time, man. It like that felt like more of an accomplishment than me seeing somebody run the same slash and get 2 more miles per hour, 2 less miles per hour, 2 more, you know. I don't know.
Hey,
That's what we used to see, man.
The best videos back then were Lamont's. I was the only person you knew shot a goddamn car, flipped the motherfucker, got on a skateboard, said, "Oops."
Yeah.
Again, pop his trunk, and there's another car ready to roll.
Yeah.
That stuff, and leave it way down there and say, "Oops."
That was dead. Pull this one out.
Yeah,
I
love
love it. I'm loving this, bro. I'm loving it. But back in the day, we had fun. Yes, sir.
What got you into the RC? You asked everybody else.
What got me into RC?
What got you started?
I'm pretty much listen. I always was good with wanting to take stuff apart and trying to put it back together. So when I found out, no, actually, my first car, I should go over and get it and show you it. Because I still got it over on the ground with tons of dust on it, but it was a 2 point, was it when radio control was 2.7?
Next to the box with the telemetry stuff.
Yeah. I'm serious, but it was, you know what? It was a fifth scale, something you buy out of I bought it out of Winn-Dixie at Christmas time. I tell you, man. I still have
like
this
the
car.
Tyco toys.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. And so listen, let me finish. So when I got in, so when I started watching YouTube, I was fascinated with the RC car, with radio control, period. The first car I ordered a Volcano from Red Cat, an electric version, right? They sent me a Nitro instead, and I kept it. I still got that car today. So that really what started me in the hobby. They sent me something I didn't want, but I kept it anyway and pursued my hobby further. So watching videos, found out Draven, Geo Stealth, LL Cool Skillet. Some of them guys, the one dude that had the GTP, the old white dude that was running over 100 miles an hour. What was his name?
Racer or something.
John Racer X.
Yeah.
And there was another guy that used to run with him. Turned out to be a buddy of mine. I can't think of his name right now. I'm an old man, and I'm forgetful. But it just continually progressed into something that I fell in love with. And then I said, well, let me try boats. Let me try crawlers. Let me try drones. I just kept going, man. But mainly when the speed thing hit me is when I figured out you could take a brush motor and take it out, put a brushless motor in, put some lipos in it, and you could go fast.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, shit, let me try this. And, I burned up a bunch of motors, burned up a bunch of batteries, crashed a bunch of cars. If you look at some of my Need for Speed runs back in the day out to Sportsman Club Road, not Sportsman Club, out to, is it Dunn Avenue? That I was trying to get into GGJ Fry Guys Club and Thunder's Club, 100 mile an hour down and back. I ran my slash on 6S about 10 times, knowing that's a no-no. Back to back. You know, I was only getting 95, 97, 98.9. I kept going. Until what happened? Eventually, you know, you destroy your batteries, no lipo cut off, burn up the cathode motor. When I wasn't running gasoline, I was running hobby wing. You know, I'm taking a Texas motor, trying to make it into a cathode motor. You just learn from your mistakes, man. But it kept me going. I said, I can do better. I see these guys doing this. I can do better. And that's what I did, you know? You got to do better. I got to do better. Flipping the car upside down, brand new body, you just paint it up, take it down the street, one run and flip it, hit the curb, flip it upside down.
I remember my slash hit the pole. And it was my first, I think it was my first XL2 I ever bought. That thing was like what, $265 or something crazy. I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get the speed. The car lifted up, boom, just exploded all over.
Hit the pole. On that long street, at the end of the street, it would wind around the corner or something, right?
Yeah.
It was a 4-lane highway street. You had a great street.
Yeah.
But you didn't know throttle control back then.
Yeah. Well, no. Plus, at the end, I ran up, and there's a rock smashing plant or whatever the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Rock smashing plant over there, and the trucks come out, and it's just a big dust field.
The road was dusty. I remember seeing the car going down the street. All you see was dust behind it.
The car was just.
Yeah. I had to tell you, man, you need to, you know, find a different road, bro, because that ain't gonna get it for you.
I remember running down the road and around the corner.
Yeah, I'm like, that ain't gonna get it for you, bro. But you learn. We learn. You know what I mean? You had to learn. But it was fun though, man. They in the comments going off.
That Mike Stanfield boy, he used to do that down at where we had the DMV, remember?
Yeah.
That thing around that corner.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Dude, I remember what was the second one we had, and I hit Mike with my car.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. All I saw was my car hit the curb and smash. And I was like, oh damn, that sucks. So I got on my skateboard, I came back, and people were like, they picked up my car, and we were all like standing around the car, blah, 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 blah. And like Mike is sitting over somewhere with like people around me going like, oh, you okay? You okay? I didn't even go over to him because I didn't even know. And then at the end of the day, Mike came back and he's like limping over. He's like, hey man, that was a great thing, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, man, see you later. I didn't say shit because I didn't know. And then people, after he left later, people were like, dude, you hit him full blown in the leg with the car. And I was like, dude, I picked up the phone immediately. I was like, call Mike. I'm so sorry, dude. I had no idea. Nobody told me. And that was the first and the last time I hit somebody with a speed run car.
Remember you guys saved my car down there.
I remember I hit my girl.
Remember my car caught on fire?
Yep.
Yeah.
Out the fucking
Yeah. I remember with my I first got a Stampede 4x4, right? Brand new on 3S. I'm at the local school around the corner. My girl's filming for me, right? That's why I say you can never pay your back then you could never pay the person holding the camera for you enough because the stuff she used to go through. I remember running over her, hitting her in the leg, and she cussed me. And she don't even cuss. She was a Christian lady, right? She cussed me out. And I'm not gonna say the words she said because we don't lie, but she was upset, man. I was like, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean." But I was having fun.
Drinking and driving.
Go ahead, you always got to call me back. Come on, man. Of course I was. It was just me and her. We was having fun in the park. Having fun. And we was on grass, okay? On grass. But the car wasn't no grass. The car hit her in the leg, man. She was hot.
I think it was Kenny from K&N. I think he did
Tidman.
it once.
Tidman did the same thing.
Who?
Tidman.
Tim. Yeah, he hit his girl. Yeah. I remember that.
He hit it. She was
Yeah.
recording and I guess he lost signal or something
Somebody
right
else-
to her foot.
Somebody
Luckily,
else
it was
did
like
that
60
too.
miles an hour. It wasn't
Who's that?
as bad.
Who was that? Badgers
His
United.
name
Oh,
was
he added.
Jay-
See,
Jay
so
something.
you could add. Let me see if that'll work. That's your son, ain't it, Lamont?
No, that's me.
Oh, one of your first videos
Yeah.
back in the day with the HPI with the Savage.
Yep.
That's how you got started. So yeah, you can add all that stuff to the stream now.
Yeah, down at the bottom, it's got a share. The share screen button down there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like this platform, man. It works. Okay. It works. And we
What
can have a
break
good time,
stuff?
have fun with it. You know what I mean? He just talking to everybody in the comments. Pretty much. He's talking to Kenny Malenko and Jim Wick Splitters and Critter Customs. Flowpack in the house.
Wig. 67 tooth pinky gears.
Yeah.
They go
That's about as
You
big.
said, you
Hey,
said,
that's about as big as. Hey, Lamont, yours used to be that big too, didn't they?
Yep. That's the biggest you can get from what was that guy's name? Oh man. They used to sell the big steel, heavy as hell gears. Kershaw Designs.
Kershaw, yeah. Yeah, man.
Lamont had a GRP for opinion.
For real. If I could have done it, I would have did it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to talk. Let's talk about. All right, so I saw somebody. I was watching last week, and you had somebody had asked on a forum somewhere, like, what was better, a foam or a GRP? And I remember, like, when I first got out, people were like, "Oh, GRPs are terrible. They suck. They keep on blowing out. Blah 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 blah." And I was like, I mean, yeah, at points you can get a bad GRP and it can't blow up, but most of the time, is what's happening is your car is leaving the ground, and once you release pressure off any tire, foam or GRP,
they're gonna blow.
and
They're gonna blow.
the dip kicks in, that it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, they're gonna blow. I just tell people all the time. Once your car leaves the ground, I don't give a doggone what tire you're running. It's gonna blow. If it's on the low RPM, it's gonna blow. So you can't get a GRP a bad name.
No, not at all.
Hero
Not at all.
Hobby. That guy's
The same goes for the phones.
Yeah.
When Gone Banana was making phones for everybody,
Yeah.
nobody wanted to accept the fact that their car left the ground.
Yeah.
I was in the 150s with his tire, and I did it with the XO1.
Yeah,
Which is
but
the worst part.
you know, let's let everybody know in the live. I don't give a damn what car tire you running on your whip. If your car lifts up off the ground under load, your tire is gonna blow.
This
Period.
much lifts up this much.
It's gonna
Yeah,
blow.
Tire's gone.
Yeah, but
Especially in the back. Yeah,
if
especially
you're
in the
paying
back.
$1.50 for your foam tires, expect $1.50 performance though.
For
But
sure.
eBay has some tires that are just
Yeah.
you don't ever want to put them on your car. But
I
as
remember-
far as like Contact and Exceed and BSR and Rick on Bananas and things like that, they hold.
Yeah.
They hold.
What up, Mule?
Listen.
Mule's in the chat.
Mules in the house. Hey, do you remember? Remember the original GRP tires? The tread they had them. That was the best tire.
The Evo 13s.
Yeah.
Them was the best GRPs they had on the market. Not the ones they got now because they mass producing the hell out of them.
That's
the original
what,
ones.
That's what Jess went 144 with.
That's the ones exactly. If you can get you a set of them brand new ones, I think Riz 23, Riz 1, Riz. There you go, right there, right there. There you go, right there.
It was like
them
a
the
wedge
original.
tread.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's
Them the original.
High Power got him in his hand. That's it.
Yeah, them's them right there. Them the best ones on the market back in the day.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah. You still got a pair. That means they got to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're still running.
Yeah.
I got 2 sets of them. Still doing pretty good.
Yeah. Where you find them at?
Man, these are just I bought these back in 2013.
See what I'm saying? You can't find them no more. You can't get them. You ain't gonna
They're
get them
still
unless
good.
you get them
crap.
out. Unless you get them out the Chinese market or something. Then they ain't gonna be the same. So they're gonna be knockoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in all reality, none of the GRPs were really bad, man. A lot of them was user error.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But it is. I mean, you watch one guy. I mean, Nick went 162 with the GRPs, and they weren't fresh GRPs either.
Yeah, you just gotta keep pressure on them because none of that stuff was designed to go over 100 miles an hour. None of it was.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm
glad you said that because a lot of today you see a lot of ranting on certain product, and you see a lot on Facebook how this product is garbage, that product is garbage. None of it is garbage. None of it was meant to do what we're doing with it.
Yeah,
you're playing with this stuff at your own risk.
It's all driver error. Exactly.
It's on you. It's
keeping
on
it
you
100.
You got to keep it 100. Play with it and make it work. Other than that, nowhere in the boxes is say this is proven to do etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. That's all crap.
It's just classified an unrolled belted tire. It's not supposed to balloon on it. Okay. That was it.
Like Rick's been skinning a bunch of stuff for me, and I always tell him like I will never badmouth like Rick's product because you know what I mean. He's helping me out. Like he's helping me finish a project, and if they blow, they blow. It's like I already know this. You know what I mean? It's part of the game.
Yeah,
it's like a trial and error thing. So I wouldn't do that with anybody's product though, because it's like Gio said. We're using stuff that's not supposed to be used in that capacity.
Exactly. Hey,
at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We're doing this at our own risk. So when these guys are out here doing that, bro, that kind of gets under my skin too.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, I'm a shout out this other OG dude back in the day that used to run with John Racer X. It's RC Kiddo 71. Okay, did anybody remember him?
Yeah, I was talking about him last week. Don't you remember?
Yeah, okay. But I had to bring him up because he was another guy. He was another guy that was consistent. Okay. Him and E-Tab 83. Okay. I mean, the list kind of goes on and on, man. These guys ain't around no more, but they kind of brought me into the hobby from watching their videos. Every week I was watching their videos and what they was doing with them cars, right? And I wanted to be part of it. So that's what I did.
You guys want to see something funny?
What? Bring it on. What you got?
Is it showing?
Oh, there it is. Let me see. I'm gonna add you. I got you.
Think you're moving away.
There it is right there. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God.
You're moving away.
Oh man. Now tell me that.
Hey, Lamar,
remember
when that video went up?
Yeah.
When that video went up, I called you. I'm like, hey man, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Bro, you scream like a girl.
That was straight Mariah Carey right there.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, dude.
He hit that high note hard.
That thing was unreal hot. Like I've been burnt like putting my hand on this. Dude, it was like, it felt like it was burning through my hand. It was literally a flamethrower straight to my. I was another thing. And as soon as it happened, the first thing I thought was, I can't run that car. That car's dead.
Yeah.
That's like $85 per battery because those were two. What's that company?
Turnigy?
No, they weren't Turnigies. They were two.
Right.
That company that what's his name runs, but the guy who tried to beat Case's number. Tim Smith.
Oh, Max Amps.
Max Amps.
Yes, Max Amps.
Yeah.
There were two Max Amps batteries, a 2-cell and a 3-cell. They were like freaking $85 a piece.
Wow.
I was mad, livid. Anyways, that was my funny moment.
What was
Well,
even
well,
funny
thanks
about that video?
Thanks for sharing it.
That video. If
Huh?
you watch that video, if you watch the whole video, and what was funny was, I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to throw Rod in the mix, but he was like, "Hey man, their kids and stuff out here." And my mom's like, "Fuck this, Bazzi, this give me some ice, give me some fucking ice."
Yeah. You trying to put it? He's like, I want some ice. He was like, don't put no ice on. Don't put no ice on it. Yeah.
He was like, "There's kids out here," and I was like, "Dude, I was like, I was just on fire. Like, I don't care how many."
He said rated PG is out the door, boy.
Yeah, like I mean, you shouldn't bring kids here. I mean, because literally, your kids could die. I didn't bring my kids.
Hey man, you don't know how many times my grandson and my youngest daughter wanted to go out and run with me, and I always said no.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, hell no.
I always told them no because as much, you know what I mean, you can be as safe as you want. Like, stuff just happens, bro.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to live with myself if something bad happened to my kids. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so we got a question on the screen. Can anybody want to elaborate on that?
All right. What's the question?
Ooh, Hashtag RC. How y'all brothers feel about
That's a scene.
ESCs?
That's a scene. Yeah.
He says, "How y'all brothers feel about ESCs? I try to go hobby wing, but they keep shutting off on me. I'm headed back to Castle. Any suggestions?"
Yeah.
It depends on what scale. I mean, Castle's pretty much.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest, because didn't you hit the world record with a mini?
Yeah.
With some just random ass ESC.
What ESC was in there? No,
it was some random shit you were trying.
Yeah, it was.
And I was telling you go with Castle. You're like, nah, I'm gonna try this. This works. I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah, it was.
At 132.
Did I say what it was?
What?
I can't remember.
I know what it was.
It was off brand. It wasn't no name brand.
It was a Toro 150.
Okay, that's Hobby Wing. Pretty much Hobby Wing rebranded.
No, it's Sky. I think it's Sky RC.
Sky.
And
Sky,
Toro was the company before they became Sky RC. The Toro 150 in a 110 scale it's 150 amp, and I think the Castle 6S ESC, the Mamba, is actually a 120.
120. Yeah.
And the Toro 150 is a straight 150. It's like it will put out 150 amps. It doesn't care where it goes. It doesn't care what comes back.
Sometimes it don't come back.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've never had one burn out. The one in that car caught on fire, but I've never had one burn out. Yeah. But I only ran them in 10 scales. I never ran them in an 8. That's too much for that. I like it much more than I like the Mamba.
Flo, hey, Jason got a question. PMT tires they were same as the first what tire we just talking about? I lost my train of thought.
GRP,
but PMT was the same as the GRPs was in the beginning. Same tread pattern, same thing. They same.
Well, take a little bit of that back.
Well, I mean,
when PMT came out, they
copied.
sure you was 100 mile an hour tire.
Yeah, but they copy. They just copy. Yeah, they kind of
Yeah,
copy.
yeah. They posted up as a they said they were a 100-mile-per-hour tire, didn't they?
Yeah, but they copied GRP. They
Yeah.
copied GRP. But
From
they had
what
the same. They had the same tread
They didn't
pattern.
say it was 100. They said it was belted.
yeah,
Yeah, they
So
copied.
so
They
that the
copied
XL1
GRP.
tire was supposedly belted.
yeah. The actually one tire is like got a ring of tape in it. It's not really belted. But
So did you guys give the brother a suggestion for ESC?
uh,
Well,
He's asking right now. The
Yeah.
Max 5 and the Max 6, I did 119. Then I started shutting down.
could you
Me
cat back it?
personally, it might be in your tuning.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what motor are you running?
Yeah. It all
If you're
depends.
running a TP make
Yeah.
ESCs go nuts.
Well, I'll ask a question. What's the most adjustable ESC?
Castle.
No. Two of the most adjustable ESCs are that MGM and that
Well,
R
I know.
Tiki.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna run that
Which
though.
are the most friendly users? It's the Castle.
Yeah, because the Toro one the Toro one I ran was a buggy racing ESC, and it has pretty much anything you would have to tweak. You can tweak timing, you can tweak all kinds of stuff with it, because it was not made for speed runs. It was made for people adjusting speed and motor strength for racing. So it has all the stuff in it. You could edit the crap out of it, but it wasn't. At the time, it wasn't a Castle, and nobody wanted to touch it because everybody knew what to do in a Castle. Because again, somebody handed out the information, and everybody was like, "That has to be the ESC. That's the ESC." Because I read this: you press this button, and you press this button, and you press this button, and your car's fast.
Yeah, I get what you say. That's like I said. I say this all the time. Like the speed game, definitely the speed game is a copy. It's a copycat game. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody will see something, they'll see something on somebody else's and they put it in their car, or they'll hear somebody say something about it. And I'm not knocking nobody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when you
I did that.
learn the game, when you learn the game, it's different because you can make anything you touch go fast. You know what I'm saying? You can get a motor, a KV, and work with that KV when you know what you're doing. But I don't want to say copy paste because, like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade on nobody. I'm just making a statement.
Yeah.
And bottom line is, like, people that know what's going on, they can grab a motor and link it, you know what I mean, and figure it out. Now, you know, the speeds might be a little slower, depending on your setup, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah. So I guess the answer would be there is no bad ESC.
Not really.
Yeah.
There's bad car setup. There's bad motor ESC combination.
Exactly.
There's bad
Like
gearing.
Gio said, like you said, user error.
Yeah. And there's and again, one thing I know that people don't probably pick up on is that you have to change your bearings. Like you can't run the same car and get like 130 above and think that those bearings are going to be okay. Because again, those metal bearings were not meant to go over 100 miles an hour. Like you can replace them with ceramics. They'll last you a few more runs past, but you gotta change up the bearings in your drive line. Because I remember in the beginning, I ran my Slash and I didn't care. You know, I just remember and it kept on getting slower. I'm like, I put more gear.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't know. We just kept going back and forth. You know what I mean?
Run it, and it would get slower and slower. And the motor wasn't heating up. The ESC wasn't heating up. Like, what the hell's going on? And one day, I bought a set of ceramic bearings, and bam, the car was back to whatever the original speed again. Like the parts that we use, they wear out fast. The only thing I can think of that you could probably keep on your car for a long time are the A-arms, the shocks, and you have to. I mean, because I guess you don't really have to change the shocks in the speedrun game because nobody uses the shocks. The shock is used as a spacer. But most of that, all the other components are going to wear out. Like even your ESCs, like you get that XL2, it's not going to be the best XL2 on run number 8. Like You're gonna have to replace the caps. You're gonna have to do some stuff to maintain your equipment.
Damn. Damn.
Did I answer that question? I think I answered the question. Any more questions? Any more questions? Mr. High Power, say something. I want to hear from, because I've never met you in real life, but I've watched your videos.
Man, I'm here to answer any questions y'all got, man. I mean, you know where I'm from. I'm from, Northern California. So I was out here running with Area Fast RC. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Was it Huey Luz? Huey Luz, what was his name?
How'd you get
the guy with the X-Max, Anthony.
How'd you get started?
Man, back in the 80s, man. I still got my Tamaya frog up on the wall back there.
Nice. Tamaya frog. I remember seeing the Tamaya frog like one so bad.
They worth some money now. If you can find them, brand new in the box and shit. They worth money.
Oh yeah. I still got the original radio and everything. I just painted it green. But it's still there. That got me started. What's that?
Did you ever race?
Did you run with Too Quick?
Yeah. Too Quick lives like half an hour away from me.
What is he doing, man?
Is he okay?
Oh, he's into paintball gun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's into all that.
Hey, you said what's up, man?
Yeah, I'll let him know. Yeah, I talk to him on a regular.
He said what's up. He know me.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Have his number, but I hadn't heard from him in a.
Yeah, he probably didn't change his number because it probably moved too. Since is his page still open? I don't know if his page is still up or not.
What's that?
I don't know if he's still got his YouTube page or not, but
yeah, he still got it.
Yeah, but he don't post nothing though.
No. He's mostly just paintballing. Well, Yeah. But we did get to make a few videos together and all. I mean, what got me back to this was watching Draven. Watching Draven. My son was the one that stumbled into those videos. And he's like, Dad, don't you have an RC like this? I'm like, I do. It is a Traxxas, but it was a two-wheel drive Stampede. And I converted that to 100 mile an hour. Pretty much took the concept of making a rustler, set up to make a rustler do 100 plus, applied it to a two-wheel drive Stampede. I mean, it's a handful to drive because the wheelbase and the high center of gravity chassis and all. But I managed to get over 100 mile an hour out of it.
Nice.
Yeah. So then I just got back into the rustler stuff. What really got me going was the rustler. The rustlers what really got me inspired to do it. Started with the little 3800 kV with the Mama Max Pro ESC on 3S. The first time I shot it out, did like 60 something miles an hour, and then I just messed around with the gears a little bit, overheated the ESC.
Who was the brother that was with you that used to be out there with you out there running? There was a brother used to be out there.
Enough for you?
Yeah, enough for you. Yeah. What's he doing?
Man, he's into real estate. He's all just about real estate business, man. Not here in the Bay Area. That's a real good, avenue. Yeah.
I ain't mad.
What was his cousin's name?
What was that?
Rock, what'd you say?
Cousin's name?
California.
What was his cousin's name?
His cousin.
Juga Beats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from Frisco.
Hey,
yeah.
So who was the dude? Okay, who?
What was that?
You still see him?
I see Juga Beats once in a while. He's in the studio making beats with some of the Bay Area rappers out here. So I see him once in a while, like on music videos and stuff down here.
Who was the dude that was doing speed runs with the X-Max?
That's Anthony. But he still got it. He still got that.
You'd lose?
Yeah, you'd lose. Yeah.
Yeah, who do you use? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, that thing's a beast, man.
Gio, what you doing, man?
He took it down to the Poseidon, the Ross event, Poseidon in 2016. He was out there, and one of his wheels came loose, man. That wheel shot up. I mean, just shot onto the crowd like a bullet. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Everyone's running and ducking under the tables and everything, man. Because that thing was frisbee. It's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, he did like 95 or 98 that day. Then he came back.
Yeah, he was
to our
on his
spot.
way. He was on
One-
his way
one
to
oh
crack
one.
100.
Yeah, he did like 101 or 102 after. Yeah. Yeah, we really haven't been doing much speed running because the street that we usually run on got repaved and they put speed bumps. Like speed humps.
Oh man.
So I screwed
That's
it
a
up.
no-no.
So
That's a no.
do a speed run. We gotta
That
drive.
might have happened on purpose.
Yeah. So I mean, there is another spot, but we have to drive an hour and a half just to get to it. And I mean, it's been a while. I mean,
Back
yeah, it's
here.
been a while.
Oh, joining the party.
Look who showed up. Introduce yourself.
What up, guys? Jason, Flowpacks. Hey,
Oh.
before I get started, so I don't forget, I gotta show y'all something real quick. So, this is a Mamba Monster 2. Everybody knows that. My son came up with this, and I think it's pretty dope. 40 millimeter fan for it. It pops right on the side like the normal one does. Yeah. So that way you can keep your Mamba Monster 2 nice and cool with a 40 millimeter fan. You just came up with that today and said, hey, Papa. My son came up with this 40 millimeter fan mount for a Mamba Monster 2. He dropped it in my lap today and said, look what I came up with. It sits at a slant, so it gets more airflow. 40 millimeter fan right there instead of the stock 30 millimeter.
Nice.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
Good.
Yeah.
Kid,
Hey
man.
man, you do
Make
some
it better.
advertising, but you don't say no prices, bruh.
Oh, I got prices. What you want to pay?
Hey,
How much do I wanna
Lamont.
pay?
Lamont. Holler at him about that oil.
Oh, dude. All right. So that oil from last week that you showed,
Yeah.
you get in touch with me because that. All right. So quadcopter motors are outrunners, right? They got two sets of bearings in them. This motor spins at 25,000 RPMs for like a solid 6 minutes.
Right.
If you send me some of that oil, let me try it. If it can keep my motors cool, you have a whole nother market for that oil.
Yeah. I'm game for sure. I'll send you some.
All right.
Let me message me your address and I'll get some on the way, bro.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm just getting situated, man. I just got back from eating some Outback and just trying to get situated. I'll be back in a minute.
You late to the stream, man.
I
We
know,
can't be.
man.
We can't be playing games like that, brother.
Just make
Oh,
sure.
Good
right.
brother.
Just make sure.
Nobody's been waiting on you for 4 days.
Say what? This is Sunday, huh?
I said, just make sure the oil doesn't give people cancer.
Oh, don't.
That's
come
the
on,
only
man.
concern. We gotta make sure that people sick.
Damn.
I'd be like, yeah, man, you try this is the best oil ever, blah blah blah. And these like freaking thumbs are all big from touching the oil.
Damn.
We don't want that. That's a no-no. Usually things that can withstand 500-degree heat ain't good for you. But I'm gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, give it a try. It might, I'm down to take over boat, FPVs, whatever it is. I'm game. Hey, but back on the subject real quick. You guys were talking about PMT tires, having to tape them. I got 2 sets right here. They're firmer than any GRP I have, and I've never had to tape them all the way to 142. So
No, I said the Exo 1 tires have a ring of tape in them. That's why they're called belted. I wasn't saying the PMTs were not belted.
Oh, okay. Unless you get the Jim Wiggs tires, then you never have to do nothing to them.
You say
Feel like
Jim
we
Wiggs
do.
tires. You keep talking about Jim Wiggs tires. Jim don't make no damn tires.
He had them custom made through a guy who don't even make tires no more. Some monk in China makes the best tires in the world. Now you can't get any. I got the last set, $1,000 on eBay.
$1,000.
Damn.
Well, they can keep them. Ain't that much speed running in the world. I'm paying no $1,000 for no tires. And your real car needs some feet. And you putting $1,000 tires on an RC car. That don't make no damn sense.
I drive an SUV. My tires don't cost that much.
Yeah. Bang bang in the house. Hashtag bang bang. Okay, I see you, little brother. What's up? Yo, yo. G.O.
So you know what I found out today since it's so quiet?
What? We waiting on you to say something anyway, big dog.
Turn that backlight off and turn your inside light on. Like an infamous black figure.
You like you in the
You don't like
darkness,
me
man.
in black now?
You look like Darth Vader. It's scaring me.
Hey, it don't matter if we're black and white, bro. That's racist.
Oh, you brought something up. You brought another subject up right quick.
Hey, so I found out something today.
Who this dude? You got Mr.
It's because
you got Mr. High Power right here.
Put the light. If you put the light in front of you, we'll be able to see you.
Yeah, put the light in front of you.
Here.
In front of you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying turn the room light off and turn that backlight off.
Yeah, man, I feel like I'm at a photo shoot. Y'all gonna pay me or what?
He trying to show his logo.
Hey, Gio, you got a pimple on your forehead, bro? Can you turn a little to the left and shit? We don't want to catch that. Tookie, you got a stain on your couch, homie. You might want to clean that shit up.
I got a pimple right here.
God.
Oh shit.
Hey, but I found out today that you can run 2 4S on each side of your battery trays under an Ipanema Warrior body. 8S on each side. 2 4S on parallel on one side, 2 4S on parallel the next side. 8S parallel under an Ipanema Warrior body and still have plenty of room.
But why you want all that weight on your car though? Unless you want to talk about a 2,200 mile or something. I don't know. What 2,200?
No,
a 2,200 mile 4S? What are you talking about?
Like a 1,500.
Yeah.
40. Go ahead, Gio.
Yeah, that'll actually bring. If you go with like a 2,000 miles, right?
Yeah.
So I think people do that in FPV where like you try to. For long range, you could run 1,500 mile packs together as 4S, and the weight is more, but you still get more than you would if you put a single 3,000 mile pack on the quad.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you hook up 2 Turnigy 6,000 amp. I forgot what the math was, but it was something like 900 amps is what you could pull. Your ESC will never see that, and your motor will never see that. But your motor and ESC will never starve for power, ever.
I would just think, but that's a lot of weight.
Yeah, I'm looking at weight, man.
Yesterday.
Well, that all depends on what car is on. If the car is light as hell, you ain't adding the weight to the sides ain't really doing much harm. I think about it. How many guys don't got 5 pounds of weight in the front bumper to keep the car
right?
around?
Mm-hmm.
I never did that. My car used to fly sometimes, but I never did that.
I know.
I have 0 weight in my bumpers in any of my cars.
Yeah, I just adjust the body position.
Exactly. But I mean, someone just did it this weekend, 170 miles per hour, 8S parallel. So it can be done.
Is that what you talking about, Lamont? Did the 170? What's his name?
Was that you talking about Ben's video?
Dude, Ben.
Yeah. I didn't.
Ben,
I-
Muscle Boy,
I ain't
Tag
seen
Boy.
the video yet. I ain't seen it, so I don't know what the hell that, you know.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what his battery pack was.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they weren't your standard this wide. They were that wide, which tells me they were 6,000 milliamp. Hobby King don't sell an 8S 6,000 milliamp battery. So obviously this dude's been known to take batteries apart in the past and change wires and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. He just took two 4S batteries, put them together, which honestly, I can't knock him for that. That's kind of smart. I don't like his dumb ass, but that's kind of smart what he did.
Yeah.
Oh man. What?
I don't know, man.
So we
I'll
I ain't
be
gonna.
honest. I applaud the dude for knocking that 170.
Yeah.
I give it to him.
Yeah. He did something no one else has done. That's what
I'm in with that.
I applaud him for
that.
taking a fifth scale motor and knocking it way up there in numbers. How he did it or how he got there. I mean,
We don't care.
parallel,
And
no
that-
parallel.
Yeah.
I give him that, and I don't like the dude, and I give him that. I don't mess. I'll applaud
That would be
No,
that's the
I-
issue I had with my fifth scale motors. Is I couldn't supply enough power. I just couldn't do it. And I guess running two 4S or four 4S in parallel, double parallel, that'll do it.
Double parallel. That's a whole lot of weight, man. To me.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
but he was using a fifth scale motor though. So the fifth, like when I was running those fifth scale motors, those things barely got warm.
Yeah.
They're used to pushing so much more weight.
Yeah.
I would imagine even if you doubled up in battery, you're still not getting to the amount of weight that motor takes on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you think about it, some of the fastest drag racers in the world right now take two 6S lipos this size, this tiny little thing right here, 1,300 milliamp, but they're 110C. They only need it for 132 foot. So they hook up two of these in parallel. It's still less than one 6S brick, and they're able to make 1.6 second passes.
Well, you got to go figure, right? Would you run a brick on one side of your car and have all the weight on one side, or would you take two and even out the weight?
Yeah,
which would be an advantage for you to put the power to the ground.
Yeah,
you know I'm saying
100%.
You got to keep in mind. See, I'd be a hypocrite to say, hey man, that dude's cheating or whatever. I can't, because Kenny did it.
I was going to say that.
Revolution of this.
He started. I said that earlier.
And they were knocking him for it. They were knocking him left and right. And that boy went 5S 160.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just, when you know what you're doing, that's what you get. And I mean, the dude be on Facebook. He could be a smart ass, but the dude be on Facebook showing all his setups, and none of his setups look like anybody else's. So
yeah,
in that sense, for him knocking the 170, now let's see he reproduces the number. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he does. Maybe he gets a little faster. But I can't knock him for that.
No, he did his thing, man.
So how y'all feeling tonight? Everybody feeling okay?
How you feeling? I see you holding that cup.
I'm feeling okay.
I'm feeling great, man.
You got me up past my bedtime.
I know that's why Rock. That's why I said something. I know some folks got to work in the morning. And we ain't gonna do another 5-hour stream like we did last one, right? Because folks got to go to bed. But you always got them stragglers, that keep us here longer for some reason. But I'm pretty sure we got 4 people or 3 people in here got to go to work in the morning. You know what I mean? That's why I said
I'm going to bill you, Rock.
This is a question I want to ask. So is everybody okay with like maybe 2 streams a week now instead of just one on Sunday? Maybe like one on Wednesday and like one on Sunday. You know what I mean? Something like that. Cut them down to like 2 hours or 3 hours a piece.
I mean, sure, whatever. Maybe ask the people in the comments, what do you guys want to hear us talk about?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
We got
We'll
top.
see.
We got a room full of varied knowledge, good knowledge.
I read that, Jim Wiggs. I read it.
What is it? Mama's always said fast is fast.
Nah.
So what's going on with this speed list thing for the new one for traps, international trap speed list or whatever?
Well, I mean, so far we you know we're not going to use the traps. The go-to is going to be
GPS, yeah.
double GPS. We're running 2 GPSs, okay, and downtown and
Are
back.
traps acceptable? Will you accept traps?
Yeah, of course, but we still want to see
How many?
GPS. We still want to. If you're running traps, we want to see at least 1 GPS on there. If you ain't got no traps, we want 2 GPSs. Am I correct, Gio?
That sounds legit. Like a trap. You
My
run
bad.
traps and a
Say that again. I'm my bad. I was paying attention to the comments that we've ignored a whole lot of comments.
Well, I've been putting them up there. I put them up there. So I mean, that's why everybody, I put them up there. I see Kenny Malpower back in the house, and we know what he's talking about with his 34. But the question is, the question again? What's the preferred? I mean, what's the standard for the club? The club is 2 GPSs, but if you got traps, you still will want to see 1 GPS on your car. Okay, you run through traps, that's fine, but we still want to see 1 GPS on the car. If you don't have no traps, you want to see
the
2.
Sensors.
What?
The sensors got to be shown on the video how far apart they are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hey, I mean, but VGAD brought up a point. What if you got 2 GPSs on the car, one showing 141, the other one showing 139? Do you just put in the middle 140?
Check this out. And with the
Rasa
and all them, the first trap might be 140. Your second trap might be 145, and they go off for the highest number.
The highest number. You always go up the highest number. Who's gonna take the low number? We're gonna go with the high number.
5 miles an hour apart.
We're gonna go with the high number every time.
Yeah, I would say if only to a 5 mile per hour point. Like if your first fucking thing says 125 and your next one says 148,
yeah,
we're gonna ask you that. You're gonna have to run that again. Like you can't even average that. That the difference is so large. One of those is wrong. It's just straight up wrong. Yeah. Like a 5 mile per hour difference will take the highest number.
Yeah.
All that stuff is actually we
unless you got the balls to go running again.
What am I doing? Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. SSR Evo event sheets. This one. Yeah, it is. All right. Where the hell I lost y'all. Where'd you go? There you are.
What about the classes? How are you going to classify everything?
Again, that's something we're gonna have to get. We're gonna have to get like Lamont, like we were private in the beginning. We're going to have to sit down. All of us are gonna sit down. We're not gonna go live. We're gonna sit down in private, like we're doing right now. We're gonna sit down in private. We're not going live and discuss all this amongst us, so we can make sure it's right.
Think about this, Tookie. There should be no benefit in any of the classes that are added. I mean, the classes have always been the same. They got to stay the same. You got your 10 scale, your open wheel, your 8 scale.
Yeah, but
okay, here we go.
Your mini set your rules. Your 1 scale, your 2
goes 170, and a 10 scale goes 170. That 10 scale shouldn't take the place, right?
No, because it's not a class.
Yeah, it's in a different scale.
That 10 scale is no longer is not in the class of an A scale. It's not. I don't know why they did it like that, but you know they bend the rules to their liking.
They did it like that because it was one of their own.
It was one of their own, exactly. So that's why we're gonna do this a little bit. We're gonna do it we think is gonna be the right way. Because everybody that benefit in each class, 10 scale, 8 scale, 5th scale, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically each scale has its own cell count class. So
exactly.
8 scale 2 cell, 8 scale 4 cell, 8 scale 6 cell, 8 scale 8 cell. I mean, we probably get rid of 2 scale, or 2 cell.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
throughout until you start to get to the smaller cars. Like 1/10 scale, there'll be a 2 cell class, a 4 cell class, and a 6 cell class. If you run a cell that's in between a class, you're running in a cell class up. So if you're running 5S on a 10th scale, you're running in the 6S class.
6S, right.
We're not trying to freaking nitpick.
Right. So those rules, what we see there, I can't really see that print, but it's basically this what you're saying is you know, is the norm.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be deviated from.
Where is it at? It's not the right one.
I had someone just ask me a question. Is there a class for custom? Like someone running 2 motors, someone running full char carbon fiber, or is it all the same class?
Right.
That's open. That would be open class.
That's called open class.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to, like even within the open class, you can have a cell set within the open class. So you can run open 4 cell, open 6, and open 8. Yeah. Right? Like if you're making something custom, it's most likely going to be larger.
And then the same thing applies if it's 7 cell, it's 8 cell. If it's 5 cell, it's 6 cell. In open class. Yeah. So I mean, self-explanatory. We're not going to bend the rules. It's going to be the same for every fucking class. For every class. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the same for every class. No. We ain't cussing. That was that slipped out. My bad.
Hey, but someone asked me. They said, "Bro, if I have a dual motor car and I'm running 4S on ETSC, is that considered 4S?" And I said, "No, that's an 8S car." But how do you guys feel about that?
That would be open class. Any car with more than one motor in it, you're running an open class.
Yeah, but there's no cell count, right?
Yeah, and the cell count counts for open class as well. But if you're running two ESDs and each ESD is running off 4S, that would be the 4S class because you're not combining.
Okay.
But it's open class. It's still open class. So
it's open class. But you've been open class 4 cell because you're not.
Okay, so it would be 4S. Okay.
Yeah, because you're not running 8 cells worth of voltage to a single ESC.
Right, just like parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we got a heck of a conversation going on over in the comments section. So on the replay crew, all us in the as guests will be able to see that tomorrow. I mean, I'm not gonna click on every one of these individually, put them in on the screen, but we'll be able to see that tomorrow and comment as you please. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah.
The one question that will start a nice argument is: do you consider a slash an 8 scale, or do you leave it in the 10? But if it's got a GT body 10 scale class, it's a big weight difference.
Yeah. No.
That's what I just said. Weight.
That's covered. That's covered in the document. The slash right here. SCT stands for short course truck. All short course RC have the same wheelbase as the GT on road. So basically,
that's 8 scale.
And the slash has the same wheelbase as a GT on road.
Yes, the slash has the same wheelbase as an 8 scale buggy.
Yeah, that's
right. But what if it don't have a GT body and battery trays? It's just a stock slash.
I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about the actual chassis. The chassis
I know that.
Right.
is the same width, the same length as a GT car.
Because you can run whatever every body you want. You can run whatever body you want.
Yeah, the body doesn't matter. You could put the only thing that would
the body does matter, because this is the difference. With a stock Slash, you can put one LiPo in that thing only. When you put the dual battery trays in there and add a GT body, now it's considered a GT car to me personally. You also put a bumper on it. When it's a Slash, it don't have a front bumper, it don't have battery trays, and it don't have a GT body. It's pretty much an open wheel. Correct?
Well,
yeah, but
the Slash has always been accepted in the 8 scale class, no matter what. Let's get past that.
Because of the chassis size and the wheelbase. The chassis size and the wheelbase are the same as the GT car.
In that sense, I argue that the Slash has never been accepted in the 8 class.
Well, I mean, because
never been accepted.
You know, a Rustler GT, a Rustler 4x4 is a GT now.
8 scales.
No, because all right. I remember when this topic came up when I was still doing Run DMV, and they Rosa at least identified the Slash as an 8 scale car. The only reason he thought it was a 10 scale car because he went on the fucking Traxxas website and said Slash 110 scale. And I was like, no. If it's a short course truck. Every
same wheelbase, the same
because the
chassis and the wheelbase is all the same.
In comparison, the Techno platform, the Techno short course truck, the Techno buggy, and the Techno Truggy all sit on
the same chassis. Same chassis.
It's the same length. The only difference is between the Truggy and the buggy is that the Truggy is wider. And the only difference between the short course truck and the buggy is the fact that the body, it's the shock mounts. The shock mounts on the buggy stand higher than that of a short course truck. And that's what most people are doing to create a GT car now. They're taking their short course trucks and their buggies and converting them to GT cars by lowering the shock tower.
And that's, you just change the shock tower, use different shocks and wheels. A different body. Okay, so it's the same chassis.
A Traxxas Rustler 4x4. Traxxas Rustler 4x4 does have open wheels. It don't have a GT body. It don't have battery trays, but it's got a 325 wheelbase. So now that's an 8 scale car, correct?
No, that would be an open scale. That would be an open wheel car because the wheels are exposed on the car, not because of the size of the chassis. Even an 8 scale buggy, which is the same size as an 8 scale GT car, is going to end up in the 8 scale class, and the 8 scale buggy is going to end up in the open wheel class.
Okay, so Corey Miller put a GT body on his Rustler Rustler has the 325 wheelbase too, right? So is that an 8 scale?
Yes, you can. If as long as your wheelbase fits within the millimeter scale of an 8 scale and has an 8 scale body on top of it, that would be considered an 8 scale.
That's the same. That's the same way when they take the armor Typhon and they make it truckified. They just change the arms and the shock towers to make it 8 scale.
Yeah, because
it's still open wheel. It's still 8 scale open wheel. It's a modified, but it's open class.
Is to remove that question by just saying an 8 scale is 610 millimeters long. An 8 scale is 320 millimeters wide. If you put that box on the ground, drop your car in it, and you put a GT body on it, that's an 8 scale car. If you remove the fenders from that car so that the wheels are now open, that is an open wheel car now. Like we're not trying to tell you what chassis that whatever you can't use, as long as it fits within the size, because 8 scale has a length limit. Even 8 scale GT racing has a length limit. It's the same thing with 1 8 scale pan cars. When they introduced that weird looking fucking car that has only 2 belts in it and looks like a touring car mixed with a pan car, and they tried to run that car alongside of a Serpent, people were upset. They said, no, you can't do that. Okay, because that car is in a completely different weight class. So now there's an 8 scale on-road and there's an 8 scale pan. Right? So
I can cut this part of my wheel well out of my GT car. this part right here, just as long as it shows the wheel. Now I'm an open wheel, but I can leave all this. As long as I cut this part out right there.
You would have to cut out the front of the car all the way back to the rear of the wheel.
I thought you said fender. My bad.
Yeah, like you'd have to cut the you know what I'm saying? All wheels have to be exposed.
Yeah.
For it to run in the open wheel class. Because what that does is it evens the playing field for everybody else in the open wheel class. Like the shock tower because I mean you know how most 8-scale cars have a kick up in the front. The chassis kicks up. There's no one telling you in this world or any speedrun place that tells you you can't take that chassis out, hammer out that piece, lay that chassis flat, and run that car in the 8-scale open class, because you could do that.
Okay, what about this one then? Here's a 360 millimeter open wheel buggy.
Yeah,
it's just got the stretch. It's a Forza stretched, and then a regular one. So what would this be in?
That's
the stretched one. Is that still 8-scale open wheel?
Yeah, because open wheel class.
Open wheel's open wheel.
Yeah, it just means open wheel. Like
open wheel.
I know, but since I stretched the chassis on it and it's not a stock chassis, wouldn't that be modified or custom class or whatever it's called?
But again, we're going to put a millimeter length in each class.
Since it's not the stock chassis, I mean it's 3 inches longer.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're pushing yourself into open class.
Yeah.
Because you've reached beyond the stock length of a 8-scale
the standard. The stock and standard. Yeah. So
open wheel class is a little different, or it can be considered a little bit different. I don't know how you guys want to run that, because you're not really overcoming much by stretching the chassis of an open wheel car. Because the issue with an open wheel car is the open wheels.
Yeah.
Right. The fact that you're creating another whole set of wind foil with the fact that you have no covered wheels. I remember what people were trying to do was put a flange out in front of the tires that's stretched across the whole front of the car in front of the tires, so you can create a wind foil that went over the tires and negated the fact that your tires were open, and that allowed, right?
Yeah.
You can't start to take out the challenges of that class. And again, these are just my thoughts. None of this stuff is on official paper. This whole thing is just starting. So if anybody has any argument against that, now would be the time, I guess.
Makes sense to me, though. I mean, it all makes sense. I mean, we're not trying to invent a new wheel. The wheel has been made. The wheel's been made. But
the questions and the suggestions that we have now are going to help us avoid the issue that people have with ROSA now.
Down the road. That's why we doing this. That's exactly why we doing it.
Let me ask you something. So then the Limitless is considered open wheel?
The Limitless,
I would think.
I don't know. I that's what I'm saying. Like, because the Limitless, it's what? Like,
I would think that you wouldn't be able to consider open wheel with what you just said, considering it has 2 scoops in the front of the tires.
Well,
yeah.
See, then
there you go.
Then it goes to what body. If you're using a stock body, that's one thing. But if you put a different body on top of it, which closes the wheels up, then
wheel.
what?
I'm not talking about a body. I'm talking about open wheel.
Yeah, if you mod
it's open wheel.
Side to the other, you put a wing in the front with a scoop, and it covers the front wheels, only leaving the rear wheels open. That was trying to be considered open wheel, right? But it wasn't allowed. So now you got a Limitless with scoops in the front, but you don't have nothing in the rear. Is that no longer open wheel class? Is that now a GT?
All right. In direct comment about that car itself, the way that you would get that car into open wheel, it would be to take the front scoop off and make sure the rear wheels are uncovered. That car would then be, I guess okay in the open class, because the open wheel class. What we'd have to decide is, does the modification remove the handicap of the class, right? So anything that you do to an open wheel car to negate the fact that it has open wheels takes you out of the open wheel class.
Me personally, I don't think so. That's like saying in this open wheel class you can't run no weight on the car. That's what you're doing. All you're doing is trying to create enough downforce in the front while your tires are still exposed, because there's not a full body on it covering complete tires. All you're doing is creating enough downforce to push that front end down, which would then in turn would be the same as shoving 5 pounds of weight in the front of the car. So
it would kind of be the same. You would be allowed to put 5 pounds of weight, because the 5 pounds of weight, while it does generate more force for the front wheels, you're also creating a handicap for yourself by adding 5 pounds out front of the car. You know what I'm saying? Modifications that add to handicap but keep you from flipping your car, I guess. All I can say, that like, the thing is, you start to get down into the weeds, is what I'm saying. If you just say open wheel class, you can't cover the front wheels. You can cover the body. You can make some weird scoopness on the like, you know how like a buggy body is, that's a bad example, but a buggy body is kind of wide. If the end of your buggy body has flares up on the end of the buggy body that sort of negate the rear wheels, that's still allowed, because you haven't put something onto the car that was not stock, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to define that. All I'm trying to say is,
you watching the chat?
No.
Yeah.
If more than 3/4 of the wheel shown is open, yeah. So yeah, I mean, you can cover a quarter of the front wheel. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that question is.
So like Pete was saying, some of this stuff we talking about don't really need to be discussed in the live stream, because it ain't been, when we finalize it, they'll get it. We'll tell them, and it'll be said and written in stone. Right now, we just kind of going. We faced with the but some of the questions.
I would argue that that's not true. I think that the more that we discuss in open in front of everybody, the less question there will be in the end.
The less doubt there will be. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I'm saying this like I'm going to help y'all, but I'm not.
Oh man, it's all good though. It's all good, but it shows that it kind of shows that we got the right frame of mind on what we need to happen, because eventually those things are going to come up. We're going to be faced with those same situations, and it's easier now to get them talked about and keep them in our mind, because they're going to pop up.
Yeah.
Because you got that limitless coming out. It's just around the corner, and it's it's all kinds of things going to come out that limitless.
Yeah, and in that case, let's say 3 more cars. Each company makes their own speedrun car. We can create a stock class, right? So if you're running a stock, whatever that limitless, or you're running a stock X01, or not stock, but like stock where the chassis has not been modified, right?
Yeah.
So those cars end up in their own class, and that's effective in most other racing situations as well. People love stock class because you don't have to have $1 million to run stock class. You can go out and get that car, put an extra motor in it, and then boom, you run the stock class.
That's a good idea.
I like that. Rock. I agree with that. Wayne say limitless is open wheel.
I would think of it, because I've only seen pictures of the car maybe twice. I don't know what the front scoop looks like, but I would say.
But there's people.
It is open wheel.
But the wheel.
They're modifying the front already. They're already modifying.
But just like J Flo was saying, like if you don't like we have to define the class, because the willingness to win will make you find the loophole.
Yeah.
Like that's just the reality of it. Like I want to go faster. That's what I want to do. I don't care what the rule set says. I want to go faster. And if we give everybody a place, you know, nobody's complaining. Like Nick's situation, like that was messed up. Had people thought about that beforehand, or somebody simply said to Nick, give me the measurement of the chassis and give me hold the two chassis up side by side so I can tell they're the same, that whole thing would have been negated and he would have had his record and that would have been it. But nobody did that. Or nobody from their end did that. You know what I mean?
You see what
they were like, no, that's
what Wayne's saying about the limitless?
What did he say?
I said, you see what Wayne's saying about the
1/7
Yeah.
large scale, yeah. That's
shout out to Wayne anyway. Shout out Wayne.
But the issue with that is putting a 1/7 scale into the same class as a 1/5 isn't fair to the 1/5.
Yeah, but look what Wig say.
There are enough.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's we making a class for a car that ain't even made it to production. You know, what I mean, it ain't even here yet.
Yeah, but he's right though, because there's the XO1, the DM1, and the Limitless.
Yeah.
And those could be, we could just have a 1/7 class. It probably won't be the most popular class in the world, but it'd be a class.
I agree. I like that too. So you know, makes sense though, because all those issues later down the line gonna probably develop, and we got to be able to deal with them without having a big argument and cussing somebody out and telling them you can't run your car here.
Yeah,
it's RC. You know what I mean? It's RC. So there you go.
So
that's a good idea. Like cover the class.
You trying to sound like
a
sweetheart.
Is it gonna be a modified? You said it's gonna be a modified?
Yeah.
Well,
There's gonna be a modified open class for every 10, 8, 7, 5th, whatever the hell you running. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean it's open? Like I
don't mean open, but just a modified class for each scale size. If you get to adding this to it and splitters and parachutes and all that old crap.
So you
modified class.
There would be a modified open wheel.
Yeah, why not?
What I mean is by that, like
open classes.
You know, people like to take a certain car. It might start off open, like an open wheel, but they cover it. Would that be considered a modified class? I mean, like
I wouldn't say so. I would say if you take an open wheel, because it's all the same chassis. The only difference between a GT car and an open wheel buggy is the fact that the shock towers are higher on an open wheel buggy.
Well, that's where the GT car originates from anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It originates from a buggy.
Yeah, so if you took a buggy,
GT is a buggy.
Yeah, if you took a buggy and you drilled off. Yeah, if you took a buggy and you drilled off because you wanted to, not because you had to. If you drilled off the shock towers, drill 2 holes, put the shocks on so they laid down and they fit on a GT body, you're now running in the 8 scale class because you still have an 8 scale car. The only thing that makes open wheel is the fact that the wheels are open. The only thing that makes a GT car is the fact that it has a GT body on it, because that's simply the specs of the car. You know what I'm saying? So because really we want to make it so that everybody can run whatever they want to run is in whatever class it belongs in, right? You just can't take. I mean, I guess you could. We talked before, like say you took an 8 scale GT car and you ran a longer chassis to a 5th scale length. Does that then put you into the 5th scale class? That's where things start to get weird, because the 8 scale GT car is only, I think it's 310 millimeters wide, 350, something like that wide. But a 5th scale is like a solid 450 millimeters wide. So
you're saying you're basing it on chassis length, or is it the wheelbase?
Well, length and wheelbase kind of go hand in hand. I would say just length, because all right, what I try to think of is the way people will try to get around shit. So I get an 8-scale car. I want to run an 8-scale class. They didn't specify that the wheelbase had to be a 5th-scale wheelbase. So I'm going to put a big old piece of plastic out the front and a big old piece of plastic out the back, and I'm going to put a body over the whole thing, and I'm going to run that in a 5th-scale class. That is probably not going to work out for you. And also, we don't allow it. Because the 5th-scale class is for 5th-scale built cars. 5th-scale built cars have a lot more stuff in them. Like, say, usually a 5th-scale car is a certain millimeter width. The width of the 5th scale and the extra weight of that chassis are what help it be in that class. When you start negating that by taking an 8 scale and stretching it out to a 5th scale, what you're trying to do is bend the rules to the favor of your vehicle. And that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to avoid people trying to get around to get faster. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're trying not to stifle people's creativity with their cars. So if you take an 8 scale, you jack it out to 5th scale width, you're now an open class. You better put some batteries in that thing and get to the go fast, because the people in open class are going to tear you up because they're using whatever. You know what I'm saying? And again, I hear this from people like my wife mostly. When I talk, I'm not trying to lay down the rules. All I'm doing is adding information to the debate. So don't take what I'm saying as a cast iron. I'm just a guy who knows how to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you did a lot of homework on it, so
yeah.
Your input is very appreciated. I just want to contribute any way I can.
Yeah.
I just want to do, what I mean? I just want to be a part of it. That's all.
You try to get out and they drag you back in.
Hey, man, that's the goal. That's the goal, to drag you back in.
Well, most of the stuff I talk about,
I hate to be a party pooper, but I gotta get some shut eye.
All right, same here, man. I gotta play at least 3 rounds of Blackout before I go to sleep.
Okay. Gentlemen, it is now 11 p.m. How y'all feel about calling quits till Sunday?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna make that move.
All right, so
I gotta
where do you guys?
Who
wants a copy of this stuff?
No, why?
Because I'm gonna share the folder.
I do.
Who?
You want? You want one? You want one?
Send me one. Send me one.
Take one too.
You can say.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, is there something in the room?
Here, check this out.
Is there something there about going downhill?
There's
You know, Philip Jolly, you'll be eating that shit up.
All right, in the private chat, you guys, I put my email address. Everybody send me an email, and I'll send the link out to everybody that sends me an email.
All right.
Well, you got my stuff, right?
Yeah. Or actually, if you have everybody's email already, just send me an email with everybody's email in it, and I'll just send it out to whoever.
Okay, I'll do that in the morning. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I do that in the morning because I need to go eat something, man.
At 11 o'clock?
Wednesday with a parachute. Yeah, with a parachute, man. No, I didn't go to. Hey, Jim, I didn't go to bed. I'm about to give me something to eat, man.
Hey,
I ain't ate nothing.
J Flo, if you can come up with some specs on like any sort of road height, road length, road difference in height on each side thing.
See, that's why I wanted. That's why Rod. I want to Rod here. Rod was supposed to be in here tonight, but we'll get him. He'll be here on Sunday.
Write that up, and I'll put that in.
Yeah,
thank you.
I mean, because again, like not everybody can find a super flat road. If you what we can say is, if you're going to run on a road that is too low on one side, you got to run up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
but it,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know that's
And I mean, like you said, no one's going to find a perfect road. If there's a 5-foot drop for 1,500 feet, then you know it is what it is.
Yeah.
But if there's a
Yeah.
30-foot drop in 50 feet, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
And putting that, like, you have to run uphill spec is going to stop people from doing the stuff you're talking about.
Exactly.
oh man, this is always informative, and I love it. I love spending time with you brothers, man, because it wakes the real dummies. I shouldn't even call them dummies. I'm gonna call them sleepers.
The
It
unexperienced.
wakes, yeah, I'm gonna call them sleepers up, and you know they'll figure out one day that it ain't all about cheating. It's about putting in the work and making it happen. And we accomplished that. If you don't know, go watch our videos. We accomplished that.
For the next live, Tookie, since you say it like that, you better have donuts and coffee for us.
I will. Hey, and cat packs.
Yeah.
Hey, you missed the unpackaging, bro. You were somewhere sleeping. Hey,
I was eating Outback Steakhouse.
Hey, Jason, check this out. Now I showed them this, right? I showed them this.
Hey, we're playing against Leafy right now.
I showed them that. Then I showed them this, right? I showed them this. And I showed them this.
Damn it.
Then they said, where's the opinions at? Watch the opinions fall out the bag. I'm
Nah,
like, yeah,
I
right.
said no.
You said, where the
Spur gear?
Yeah, with a Spur
on
gear.
them little cards you got.
Yeah. No, man. Ain't none of that happening, bro.
40-40.
No, ain't none of that happening.
Damn. All right, guys. Bro. How you going?
Hey. Thank everybody for joining us this evening. We had a great time as usual, as always, as expected. And hope to see you again on the next live. And those on the replay queue, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, leave your feedback. Holla at your boy. One love.
Peace, y'all.
Hey.
Later.
Go check out my channel.
Yeah, we win this. Then I mean, I don't know why we don't just fucking hang back.
We out of here, y'all.
Flow packs.